Hopefully we're live. Welcome to the stream. Today is a 100% a cope stream. I don't really know what I hope to accomplish from this stream other than just maybe some kind of information or documenting what little is out there. But it's basically just me putting off finishing prime time. But we got a little bit of Doug Locke. Well, we got quite a bit of Doug Locke content, but it centers on one big piece of Doug Locke content that I don't really know what to expect from. We got some updates on what happened to Chicopee after prime time, and then we got a couple little George things to look at. But anyway, this is definitely a cope stream, so buckle up for that. But anyway, tomorrow we're back with Memphis. Saturday we're doing the full version of Ruby's Airport Meltdown, followed by a crash course on the OG Bridge Burn while I prepare for maybe doing like a long form thing on that. But today we're going to look at this stuff. I don't know a lot about Doug Locke, and his YouTube channel is predominantly like, it's kind of surprising because for a guy that was so outgoing and like so performative on primetime, he's really like more of a passive content creator. Like a lot of his stuff is him filming like, Star Wars stuff pretty much. But we wanted to get started with this older clip. This is from 1992, which would have been before I think he was on primetime, but I don't know for sure. This is Doug Locke performing Vibology by Paula Abdul. Oh, sorry. Now this is more of the Doug that we know from primetime. Obviously the quality of the material is not great, but none of his clip. No, I don't think so. Oh my god. I think he has a kid, but we're not watching any of. I'm not going to show any of those videos. I'm trying to keep this a healthy, unintrusive deep dive into primetime. Do you remember when Reflection did this song? What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, this is definitely Doug. This is the Doug we know from the show, for sure. Hey, F-Wood. You think this is what Dorunda saw? Yeah, Doug Locke took Looney Tunes off Max. I did reach out to him and just asked him, like, polite. I think it was actually, in fact, it might have been on this video. Yeah, I just said, hey, Doug, would you ever want to talk about primetime? So I thought that was a pretty... But see, this video is... He posted this 8 years ago. Or no, I'm sorry, 10 years ago. So I don't know if we'll get a response, but... there are a few other people we could reach out to, too, to try to get whatever information we can. Doug throwing it down here, man. I'm gonna ask Doug Locke about Looney Tunes if he ever talks to me. Wow, Doug. Doug definitely had that big Madonna fixation, which is, I think, what pissed off George. I did also. I mean, I just on the very off chance I did a little bit of research. I mean, I didn't look up a death certificate or anything like that, but I mean, there's open discussion now amongst the people that went to school with George that that he has passed away. So I think that whatever chance there was of it being like a rumor or whatever, he's definitely gone. Unfortunately, we'll look at that a little bit later then. Hey, Ember. Yeah, when Reflection did this song, they did it with the blonde. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's all Doug. This is the Doug energy we know and complained about on prime time. Oh my god, this is such a cope stream. We're watching Doug Locke videos. I can't let it go. I think he probably, I don't know. I have no idea what this is. Let me see if Doug put anything in the, yeah, it is. So this is the 1992 Chicopee High School variety show. So yeah, it was some like not like a maybe not a talent show, but just like part of it. I don't know. See, that's the thing with George. There's so many questions that like I can't imagine any other human being would like be able to answer. You know, I don't know. I just think he kept a lot of shit to himself. I would assume anyway. All right, well, there's the Doug Locke 1992, right? Let's move into Doug Locke. This was September 27th, 2014, getting silly during the Zumba with Chris class in Chantilly, Virginia. So this is 2014 Doug. Hey, Daninsky, I did a whole intro. I said I recognize this is a cope stream. I'm just not ready to move on from prime time. I completely, I completely admit it, 100%. It's going to get even more cope as we go along. But I finished like all but maybe like the last handful of episodes. So I have like the final run left, but I just can't do it. Like I can't press play on them yet. I don't know. I guess I'll just know when I'm ready to watch them. Okay,
That's awesome.
so here
That's awesome.
is, and again, I completely understand the nature of this content and you may not want to watch it. I'm trying to find anything I can, and sometimes you have to find stuff in like secondary you know, secondary sources. So this is a podcast. Oh my God, is this really 3.5 hours long? Oh my God, we can't watch this whole fucking thing. Okay, we'll skip around through this, but this is Doug Locke appearing on a podcast called The Spice Runners. Now this is a Boit podcast, Spice Runners Lounge, 3,000 subscribers. This is 486 views, but check this out. This is only 6 months ago, right? Or no, this is February. Yeah, 6 months ago. So the Spice Runners hang out with Doug Malden Locke. He's an actor, a producer, and fanboy. He's had the honor to work with Carrie Fisher and other talented actors. Doug collects pictures autographed and has the coolest custom by Regal Robot. And then here's Doug's Instagram and his IMDb. All right.
I mean, out here at the same time. Ha
50 something.
Oh my God! Look at look at Doug Locke's setup. He's got a full size Salacious Crumb. He has like this evil Empire desk set up like Uday or like Uday Hussein. Oh my God.
Chaotic, so it's finally I'm back, baby. So I missed you guys, and I'm glad I get to jump back on with awesome guests tonight. So that's a nice little added touch to it.
Yeah, Doug Malden Locke.
Yeah, welcome back, dude.
And I didn't get to tell you, dude. It was great seeing you in Florida. It was
dude,
awesome.
I know that was the other thing I want to say. It was so cool finally getting everyone. I mean, like we just said, episode
That's
one.
I mean, it looks like
3
it looks
years,
really good.
And I've met Joel last year. Finally,
so Doug, I knew he was a super Star Wars fan, but damn,
I was
bro.
like finally seeing
Look at this guy. I mean, he's got a yak face, giant thing back there.
It needed to happen, so that was awesome.
Yep.
Is this why I'm in the Boit? Because I don't have a cool background like this in my bedroom?
Well, the whole thing is, as you guys know, is that it didn't look like I was going at all. It was all a secret. Even George was screwed. Good week. Long week.
Look at Doug just sitting there.
I'm back onto the massive freaking sail barge.
Here we go. Here's Doug. So this is 6 months ago, Doug Locke.
Last week or whatever. At Star Destroyer. So, yeah, it's been awesome.
They're even wearing Star Wars shirts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might we need to run some ideas by
What's up? It's me.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit me up anytime.
Yeah, Scott, you're there now. I mean, that helmet's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. And then hello, Scott. We got Joe. Joe Hazy. Welcome back, dude. Look at that background.
Hey, so if Doug Locke was in high school in 1992, what's that? Where does that put him? Where does that put him age-wise? Around 50? Did you do the math, Ananjay?
Add another few more pieces there. So
no, man.
Yeah, it's like
every week it just gets crazy.
I know, it just gets cooler and cooler.
You look like you're in Jabba's palace now.
I like Star Wars, and then I
like
Empire Strikes Back. I'm not a big fan of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, I just added a Jawa this week. Oh, okay.
The rest of them are just kind of like movies to me.
I would like to add a Jawa next week.
I don't mind them, but I don't really feel like a strong connection to them.
You know what? I need a Jawa. I'm going to do a droid corner, so I got to have a Jawa.
Let's get Doug Locke.
Doug, if you're not familiar with Joel does custom 6-scale stuff, but he also does creatures and all kinds of other things. He makes probably makes one of the best Ewoks, life-size Ewoks. Justin Jacob.
Yeah, lots of sanding and
even though we introduced Doug, how you been, man?
I'm good. I had a little business travel this week. Very early day. I flew home this morning. I'm a little tired today, but the adrenaline is flowing. I'm ready for this tonight.
Oh heck yeah!
The adrenaline.
That's one thing this
flowing,
show always
boys.
does is that it'll be 5 o'clock my time, and I'm like, man, I'm just getting done doing work. I'm tired. I don't know if I want to do the show. 2 seconds of coming in before the show, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this.
This just shows you like how delusional I am. I just assumed that they would be like the whole show would be focused on Doug Locke, and like nothing is they're not even talking to him. I don't even know what this guy's talking about.
I mean, it just kicks up
Scott
seeing everybody
Barry,
hanging
drop
out,
him as a
knowing what we're
host,
going to be
in my
talking
opinion.
about. Heck yeah, Star Wars for life.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars for
Indeed.
life.
Joel.
Indeed, for real. Let's go ahead and
I say that, and then I
introduce
wear an
or let's say hi to
NWO
the panel
shirt, so.
or the chat real quick. I'm already
Yep, yep.
buzzed. Fuck.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Spice Runners patch that he gave me.
Mm.
Nothing sweet.
Do you like shows that have like a 20-minute intro?
You see it?
What's up, Enzo? Hi.
That works.
Yeah, so normally we have words of the night. We have this game where if there's a word, we just do that sound. You drink anything, water, soda, coffee,
Oh
whatever.
boy, we got a drinking
So
game.
tonight, since we don't want to be too rude with that sound, we only have one word of the night, and it's wow.
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 That would be big
word of
trouble
the
if
night.
I was
Shit,
the
I'm gonna
guest.
say that
It's
a lot.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I
anytime
told you
anybody's
guys this would
wild
be
and
a
you hear
coke
that
stream. I
sound,
apologize.
take a drink. So
And it doesn't matter what you drink either. Water, energy drink like myself, booze, milk.
no, you don't
I
have to
want
play,
to talk.
Doug.
I want to talk to
No, I'm
Doug. I'm
boring. I
waiting
just
for
got
him
the
to
Diet
talk
Coke.
to me.
Mine
Energy
has,
drink.
my Coke has rum in it.
I have plenty of questions
Mountain
for
Dew
Doug
has rum.
Locke.
Sparkling water, J2SO.
What if he
Oh,
just
yeah.
doesn't? What if it's
You
like
go, girl.
nothing to him?
Those
I
are
like
great.
crooks.
What if he doesn't? What if he's not spent a single second of his life thinking about prime time since it happened? Like I'm imagining all these people have all these all these great stories. What if just none of them give a shit about prime time?
There you go. Put him in the driver's seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too
Let
late
me
to
go
pull the
back to the other
ripcord. I
mode.
mean,
Oh,
we'll
that-
fast
you know, this is gonna
forward
be
through this
badass.
as
See,
needed.
even his shirt's killer. That was a great shirt, Doug.
I mean,
So-
I
so
thought it
for-
would be a
for
little
y'all-
more.
No shame.
It's
Oh,
actually
look at
pretty
this,
cool. I was
man.
like, dude, this is
The
actually
best
pretty
thing is when
Wow.
Paula Abdul herself.
We're definitely we're
mentioned
not
it to
going to
me.
watch.
That was
even,
like,
Oh, that's awesome.
You saw that?
yeah, I mean, we're not going to watch a lot of
Oh,
this. I just
nice,
want to get like an idea.
Yeah,
of
he
the
was
tone
doing.
of it. I thought it was an hour
like
long.
like a promo video for Disney Channel or something.
Please
or-
pull it. There's a
it
mountain
was
ahead. No,
original.
we're
So
good.
it originated. We're going.
If
what
you want
year
to
is
leave
this?
for this part, I
25?
totally understand.
More
We're
than
gonna look
30
at
years ago.
we're gonna look at how we're gonna look at Chicopee
I
after
was
this, and then I got a
interning
couple
for a
of
nickel
short
dime,
things about George.
like, cable show in New England.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the band before they became Nickelback.
I was interning for a nickel dime, cable.
Oh my god, dude! Did he just seriously call primetime a nickel and dime New England television show? Are you shitting me?
No shame.
It's actually pretty cool. I was like, dude, this is
The
actually
best
pretty
thing is when Paula Abdul herself mentioned it to me. That was like,
Oh, that's
Oh, what a
you
name
saw
dropper!
that?
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, he was doing. Was it like a
Nickel
a promo
and
video
dime
for Disney
New
Channel or
England
something?
television.
So
show.
it was originally. So it originated. We're going. What year is this? 25. Whew, more than 30
Right.
years ago. I was interning for a nickel dime cable show in New England.
Oh,
See, you guys doubted me, but I will sit through 3 hours to get a 30-second soundbite on prime time.
I thought you were talking about the band before they became Nickelback. They were
No.
Nickeldime.
Ha, good one. I worked in TV. Like my day job has always been in broadcast. It's always been in media, and so I started very young. And but I was also a performer, dancer,
Nickel
actor,
dime.
whatever.
I'm hot now.
They would always have me do these little dancing skits, and I finally was like, well, I lived in Florida. I kind of bounced back and forth between Florida and Massachusetts. So I wanted to get out of Massachusetts, get back to Florida. I knew I wanted to work for Disney. So I asked the crew
now.
at the cable station, I'm like, can I do a like Disney dance video? And they're like, well, copyrights and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, somehow they were like, well, we could probably do this Paul Abdul version. And I was like, yes, let's do that. So we did. And it was literally 9 months of my life because I had put together a dance routine. We shot it over months, just like on weekends and, in between other things. And then they made me do a lot of the editing and I was still learning. So
Wow.
They made me do a lot of the editing. This is interesting.
so that took another bunch of months in school and life and job. And also it was literally 9 months of my life to make that video.
Wow, it's a pretty cool video because it seems like it's like seamless. So you probably did that same dance routine in all those locations, all those different times.
Well, what's hilarious is the dance routine changed because
Oh, did it?
sometimes they would be like over a month between the last time I did it, and I'll be like, the hell do I do with this part? I'm just gonna wing it.
That's awesome.
No, it's real. It's me. Are you talking about Doug Locke's desk? Yeah, all this is real, dude. If you go to Doug Locke's YouTube page, or one of them, I think he has 2 or 3, or maybe there's a fake one. I don't know, fake Doug Locke. I don't know, but I just wild, like super obsessed with Star Wars.
Dude.
So I can see that, I can spot the differences, but you know.
Here we go. I grew up in Massachusetts. What part did you? What part did you what?
Pat's fan was asking. He grew up in Mass. What part were you in?
Chicopee, Massachusetts.
Chicopee.
Western Massachusetts.
Nice.
Hey,
So that was a good
Stop
icebreaker. Putting on the
chats that are
spot.
irrelevant to Doug Locke.
It's good. It's all good.
So
Like I
Doug,
said, it's out there. No shame.
oh no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I even show my wife. She's like, "Yeah, he's pretty good."
Yeah, the funny thing is like even to this day, if I'm invited to a wedding or a part, it's always like, Doug, do the routine, do a dance. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I can't believe he said that.
30 years later. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm still kind of.
That's the danger, though, of being someone in a situation like me where I have this thing that like is so niche and I think it's like so great and I want to talk to the people. But then when you actually go and talk to the people, like there's a pretty good chance that it's not going to be something they hold in high esteem. You know what I mean? And then that's kind of a bummer. Like a fucking nickel and dime show. Nickel dime.
Out of in shape. I can do it. I can put it on. I'll show you.
So Doug, talking Star Wars. So what got you into Star Wars?
So I'm going to cut back to 1977, and I truly believe this is the earliest memory that my brain has retained, or that I can at least access. And I remember being at the drive-in. I remember standing outside the car and seeing the rusty speaker.
Quit putting these
The Last Jedi
chats up, Scott.
Well, he grew as a character, but I think he also grew as an actor. I mean, he was.
But then, when the special editions came out, that's when I started collecting again and getting. And I just started, went to Google, started Googling and looking like Star Wars desks, Star Wars furniture, Star Wars, the Star Wars home office.
This is
and that led me to the Regal Robot site.
Room he's got here.
And I sent an inquiry. I was like,
I agree,
Dear
Jay,
Regal Robot,
but
I
mean,
this
like, I don't know.
idea for a desk. Can you help me?
I'm just saying, like, it's always a risk when you really like something and then you talk to somebody who worked on it or whatever, and they like tell you like an unfavorable truth about it.
And got a note back right away and started going back and forth with Tom Spina, who is amazing. Plug. Started giving him my ideas. Once we were able to get into the house and give him some measurements, and he asked me something. He interviewed me. It was okay. What's your favorite character? What's your favorite movie? What themes do you like? All this stuff. And he came up with a few concepts and threw those at me, and I liked
think
all
it takes
of them.
a certain
but
kind of personality
to
like enjoy
I
that
asked
kind
him
of
to
thing. Like, I love wrestling, but I wouldn't
of
want
the
like
different
a
concepts and
I
put
wouldn't
that
want like
together.
the
And that's
decor
what
to
led
be like. I wouldn't mind having
what
like
I'm sitting
a
at now.
tastefully framed like card
Thinking
of a
about
really cool
Return of the Jedi being your
old
favorite,
wrestling
you
event or
really
something.
see it now in the
But like, I
desk.
wouldn't
When
want
you
like shit
stop
all
for a
over the
second and
walls
see
and
it,
stuff.
I totally
Never meet your
see it,
heroes.
you know?
It's true, Daninsky.
Whereas before, it just looked Star Wars to me, and I loved it. Now I'm seeing
I
the
think
Return of the Jedi
Dorunda
influence
definitely.
on
I
it, big
wouldn't.
time.
I would have
the
probably
Vader
had a
head,
negative
the
experience with
the
Dorunda.
Imperial
based on how
panels, the Imperial
focus
signals,
on the
insignias.
stuff he didn't
The
like
shape
if
in the
you
front
watched
is similar
the
to the
recaps.
elevator, even though the elevator is round, but it has that feel to it. The Royal Guards on either side, the red emblems
I did.
on either
Well, I
side.
guess I didn't meet the
yeah,
Thors,
see
but I
it.
did a
totally
panel
see
with
it.
him.
Oh, very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I do not want a
love it. And
Sergeant
then kind of
Slaughter
this
bed, no.
became like the anchor for the rest of the collection. Because what I see,
D-Dog,
when
man,
I'm
what
looking
was
out
D-Dog
past
was
the
crashing
camera,
out
I've
on.
got, it's a long hallway loft, and
He was
I've
crashing out on.
really was
Ruby's
inspired by
channel.
Steve Sansweet and Rancho Obi-Wan. And
I
how
don't understand D-Dog. I guess maybe he watches those videos where they tell you to like, neg on women or whatever, but he'll like basically obsessively stalk Ruby, and then he will like tell her that she's worthless and that she can't keep a man, and like whatever. And it's like when you're on like your third e-girl obsession, like it's just surprising. Like I don't know. I don't understand his strategy on it. And you can tell that Ruby is just like basically farming him at this point, it feels like to me. Showgirls is not my favorite movie, but it's definitely top 5.
Steve, laid out
City Lights,
the different.
with
If you've been
Charlie
to
Chaplin.
Rancho and Petaluma, if you
Visitor
haven't,
Q
go.
by
But if you have,
Takashi,
you know what I'm talking about.
okay.
Yeah.
You walk down these corridors and
Robin
it's just
Hood,
collection,
Showgirls.
just all along the walls and everywhere. And I
forgot
wanted
what I don't remember what the
to
last one was.
mirror, mimic my collection.
I really
kind of
like Cherry
after
2000.
How Steve and Newman and the great
You
folks
understand,
there
D-Dog? He's
approached
completely
how they
psychotic.
laid out Rancho. So I've got these
Team
just
D-Dog
all the
was-
shelving and just
how
did this
could
wall,
Ru-
and I've got.
How could Ruby groom Grace or groom D-Dog? Like, he's just a fan. You know what I mean? He's like a content fan.
Everything right now in the George Lucas story order. So from left to right down the long hallway, it's episode 1 to 9. Then the
Why is
Disney,
Dead
then I
Man
got a
doing
Disney
an
Plus
anti-Ruby
shelf,
show?
and then
What did
an
Ruby do?
animation shelf. And then I've got two extra shelves. One is the Vader shrine. It's
You
all
love
Vader
Star
all the
Wars?
time.
You know what?
That's got
This is probably really old, but I remember I bought a book one time and I was like, oh, I wonder, wanted to see what the books were about. And all it was them coming up with convoluted ways to bring dead characters back to life, like Boba Fett and shit. I just didn't care for it at that point. I think what would get me reinterested in Star Wars would be like a completely different story that has nothing to do with any of the shit we know about right now. I just want like a completely fresh story.
It's got high-end Vader stuff, low-end
We need
Vader
the
stuff. An old license plate that I have that was inspired by Vader and the Sith. A Vader Darth dollar bill. All kind like the
Dead Man is now
not
feuding
the
with Ruby.
Chromecast, but
Oh man.
I don't know, the one Vader statue from the early 90s. Oh, I cannot forget the name of it. I can't remember. Anywho,
Well,
yeah, all Vader all the time, and then
that crashed the Ruby
then I have
airport
Carrie Shrine.
meltdown was fantastic. We're gonna watch
kind of a
that whole thing
tribute
on Sunday
to
or on
Carrie
Saturday.
Fisher. After she passed, and a lot of the things that I had,
Now Doug
acquired
worked with
while she was with us,
Carrie,
and then
whatever.
some things that have
Carrie Fisher.
come to me after she left us. So yeah, and then behind me is another spare room where I got lucky. It wasn't supposed to be a finished space.
Oh my God, it's me. Listen to this. He's got a second backup room. I'm not knocking the guy. I'm just saying like it's unusual. I think you want people to comment on it if you're showcasing all this stuff. I'm not shitting on Doug.
And the builder accidentally finished it, and I've turned that into what I call the dark
Oh,
side
he's just
den.
playing the villain.
That room is still a work in progress. It's got a comfy seat in it. I want to do something very Jabba's palace in there though, so I've been working on Jabba pieces
Jabba's
like the
palace.
Salacious Crumb that's here at the desk. That'll eventually go
Remember
in
that
there.
crazy scene
I've
in
got some
the
other
one Star
Jabba
Wars
stuff
movie where
that's
like
already in there. I really
Princess
want to do
Leia
that.
was like
Be very
frozen, and then
Jabba's
it went into
palace.
like this
very
LSD
cool.
trip
Do
fever
you want to go
dream
over those
where she
pictures
just,
of
like,
everything you just talked about
sprung
right
to
now,
life
or
in
do
the
we save
middle
that
of
for later?
space.
Nah, go for it.
Okay, yeah, because give folks a little bit of background of.
I mean, I'm
I was
always
gonna
open
ask
to
because
watching
you
just
said
about
originally
anything.
that only Star Wars can
I'm not
stay in that room.
invested. You know what I mean? though?
How
Like
long-
I could go and see a Star Wars movie and be like, "Oh, I didn't care for this," and that's it. Like I wouldn't feel the need to make like a bunch of video. I would make a review and say like, "Hey, I didn't like this movie," but like I'll open like or I'll watch like pretty much anything. But I'm not gonna. I don't have that like. I don't know how to even if it was a franchise that I like really cared about and it was a bad movie, like I really wouldn't. I mean, there's like so much other shit to watch. Like I would just say I didn't care for it and like move on. I think people are still mad about the Last Jedi.
How long did that last before it moved outside of that
Ember,
room?
you had like what did you get? You got like a C-3PO case, right? You found it like loaded up with the old figures.
Oh, it stayed in that room. So the rest of
Yeah.
the house is non-Star Wars.
And what's funny is if you're ever in the DC area, happy to give a tour.
Oh, hold on a second. Did Doug Locke just say he'd be happy to give a tour? If I can get to Massachusetts next summer, maybe I can squeak down to DC and get a tour of the Doug Star Wars cave.
So I'm in the loft, which is the top level of the house.
People are still mad about
If you're
Jar Jar.
on the next level down, which is the bedroom level,
I really like.
I literally measured
to
to the centimeter how far over I can go into the staircase.
I saw it
before
at the
you
theater.
see any Star Wars from the
big
second
Carolyn
level down.
Lee statue.
Wow.
But it's really great though because you kind of get that Rancho type reveal. You come up the stairs. I actually have a motion sensor music player.
I think the
at
Ewoks.
The stairs.
If you're gonna make a
So you
case,
come around that.
if someone's gonna make a case that Jar Jar is bad, I mean, Jesus Christ, look at the Ewoks. What a complete disaster. What an obvious attempt to shoehorn in plushies and toy tie-ins. The Ewoks get a pass, and the only reason they do is because the people who are really into Star Wars were like, most of them were like of age to enjoy Return of the Jedi. They saw it as teenagers or as like kids or young adults, and they don't offer the newer movies that same thing of like, hey, these aren't meant for a 50-year-old man. Like, these are kids and teenager movies. You know what I mean? But the Ewoks were just the drizzling shits.
You come around the corner up the stairs.
They're the original Jar Jar.
The opening theme. The opening theme
cool.
blares.
They're
and
cute,
you
but
come
Jar
upstairs
Jar
to the
has
big
his,
reveal and you see this.
You know,
Amazing.
it's cool to see an idiot.
Yeah,
in
so
Star
this is
Wars
Sideshow
world.
Jabba here.
Don't you think so?
That's the
Everybody's
Vader
so
shrine.
smart and elegant and good with a gun, and then you
So
just
you
have
can
Try
this
not to say it.
complete
Oh, awesome.
goon.
You already said it, dude.
That's so cool.
I like the lamp. The lamp
Yeah, the
shade
lamp,
up there at the
it's
top.
Shit,
Still
I felt
there.
like I needed a drink.
What's up, Duback? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Dubag?
Doing
I mean, it
good.
would
How
have
you
made
guys
more
doing?
sense.
Good.
We're zooming in.
Yeah, let's see.
Doug, meet Jason Dubag. Dubag,
Hi,
sorry.
Jason Duback.
Yeah, we call
Hey,
him
Doug.
Dubag every once in a while.
How you doing, Doug?
Oh my god! If you guys don't know what dewback is, dewbacks are those like big lizards that they rode on, the sand troopers rode on. And this guy down here, this is dewback.
Good, thank you.
So what we got here?
So top shelf, the Vader that's on the stairs there. That's the it's gonna kill me.
Jar
I'm
Jar
gonna
in
remember
his
when the
mouth.
show.
I remember that one.
It's the
It's
same
a
concept
90,
though.
like
Something put in there to keep
92,
little kids,
93.
to keep like toddlers and little kids entertained.
It's I don't know, something cast, Chromecast.
I've always though thought that
it's early.
Star
Kind of
Wars was
obscure.
like a,
Yeah.
But that was my
you
that
know,
was like
a
my first
family
what I consider to be
kind
a
of a movie.
high-end collectible.
And I
Like,
guess
had
a
to
lot of
actually do
people
the
see it
payment
as, like,
plan
hard
'cause, I was
sci-fi.
broke in the 90s. So
something that's like super
you get the
serious.
payment plan. You know, you
But
got
I
the
don't know.
Unleashed
To each
Vader
their
there with the funky lamp. And
Big
then,
lizard
the second shelf
in your
down.
backyard.
Just, a lot of Black Series, a lot of figures.
The fuck caravan of
Different
courage.
Vaders. I've been trying to gather up every.
Ooh, look,
this
he's
photo
got a-
actually isn't the most recent.
He's
I
got
should
a
have taken
thing
a
that
new
says
one. I've
Dark
been trying to
Sith.
gather up as many incarnations of Vader as I can.
So Doug Locke, not a Jedi fan as much. He's into the Sith. That's kind of interesting. You remember that movie they made? I can't remember what the name of it is, but it was like a spoof of Hardware Wars.
Well, this is a cool
Was the
cool
name of
collection.
it.
You know, because like you said, it goes from high end all the way to wherever. It's
Oh,
just
yeah, sorry, I
whatever
had it
you
turned-
like, you collect.
I had it
That's
turned
what we're
up.
big components of. Buy what you like. Buy
How's
what you
that? Is that
love.
better?
Who
Exactly.
cares?
That should hopefully be better.
Do what makes you happy.
Cold Cast Vader.
Cold cast.
I was listening
Thank
to
you.
VP in here
It's a cold
last
cast
night
Vader,
and left
but
it up.
it actually had
A name to it. Yeah.
there was a name for it. It is cold cast, but oh man, I have to look it up.
Someone.
Oh, too, since this is probably not the most exciting content for a lot of you, I find after I dropped Thorpe Alert, like my memberships went down by like 80%. But I finally crossed the threshold since then to get a YouTube check, so I won't get it until next month on the 21st. But whenever I do, I'll go do some IRL as a
We'll
thank
figure it out
you.
later.
So thank you for getting me past the
Well,
thing
YouTube
again.
right, or,
I wasn't
Googling it
sure
right
we'd
now.
ever make it.
So yeah, Carrie's So Carrie's Corner, as I
That's
call
what
it.
I think, breathing nerddom, but people take it so seriously.
So the banner was from one of the shows we did, one of the Fan Expo shows we did.
So here's
in
this
Dallas.
Carrie Fisher.
She
Collect what
signed
you
that
like,
at
not
the
the
end of
hype.
the show.
That's awesome.
The name plate at the top of the shelf there, that was from Celebration 5.
No, but I will reach out to her and yeah, we'll find out.
In Orlando.
I actually think I fucked up, Daminsky. Last time I talked to her, I told her we'd hook up on Discord, and then I completely forgot about it. Hang on, I better message her.
Yeah, that came to me after she passed.
Wow.
Because it is true, I haven't talked to her for a few days.
The black and white autograph is my favorite Carrie autograph that she did. There's a good story that goes with that one. And actually that's a photo of her signing that image.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right.
That's really
right
cool.
in front of that.
Yeah.
That's
Back
cool.
red.
But we're going to talk about the show that came from in a little bit.
So,
And then just lots of Leia books, and then some
All right, I
custom
messaged,
figures. There's a custom Gary Fisher under
Buffalo
there.
Beth.
Oh,
Hey, Mark.
it's actually not in the photo. Oh, actually, it might be at the bottom. Yeah, there's a custom Gary.
Oh, I love that.
Why'd you
Oh,
forget
that's
me on
awesome.
Discord?
That is awesome.
I have a Carrie Poppins that was made by
Carrie
TD
Poppins.
Phoenix Customs. If I'm not butchering the name.
So Doug not only wants
That's
like
awesome.
all the
Yeah,
best
absolutely.
shit,
But if you look at the upper left,
but
at the
he
top
he
there,
gets
so that
custom
is
made
actually,
shit as
where
well.
you kind of see it's Carrie in the snow. That was gifted from
Social
Ben
secretary.
Stevens after she passed to a few of us who
I'm
worked
really
with her
hoping Ruby will
over the
do that
years. And,
bridge burn interview with
what's
me.
fun about that piece is
I
that
can't get
there-
Dorunda on
if you-
those
if
two,
you
and they're
saw
pretty
Carrie,
unpredictable.
Anywhere between 2013 to 2016, you probably left bathed in glitter.
I
that
remember
makes
that ATF meeting.
And so there's actual Carrie glitter in the print.
You know, a show
Oh,
I've been
nice.
watching is there's a show on TLC. It was called it's one of those passport bro shows, but it's like chicks too. Something Abroad. Match Me Abroad, I think is the name of it. It's got a guy on there who's like completely like slavishly devoted to the red pill, and he just can't, like, okay, you basically on the show, right, is people that can't get a mate in America, or like they're of that savvy guy mindset where like they don't want a looks match, they want somebody above their station. So they can't get it in America, so they go like overseas to whatever country. And there's a guy on there, like I said, who's just super down the red pill rabbit hole. So he paid this woman to set him up with dates, right? So he gets a bunch of dates, and then he tells her that he doesn't know if he needs a matchmaker because he's in such high demand. And the dude literally paid to have these dates set up. Like, and it's not like, I'm sure there are people looking for love, but there's also people looking for, like, you know, a green card, a way to America, a provider in their own country. But the guy is just, it's really funny. We see a lot of that stuff like kind of isolated. We see them interact with each other, but like these like niche ideologies, seeing them like function in the open real world is a real eye opener.
That's actual Carrie glitter.
That's amazing, man.
That's cool.
Let's name my new
Am I going to
band,
watch
Carrie
that
Glitter.
documentary? I don't know if it'll,
Later.
I don't know if, does he let people react to his videos?
It's amazing. Absolutely
Thank
amazing.
you.
Beautiful.
Heck yeah. And to been able to share those memories with her, it's amazing.
Yeah, there were lots of good times.
And I like that it's Carrie's Corner. It's her own spot.
Carrie's Corner.
Yeah,
This is such a
she deserves-
positive, supportive podcast.
So one of the things I'd always envisioned for my collection is it's probably something millions.
Isn't
of
it
people have
weird
done,
to
but
see a
for some reason,
podcast where
it's just
people
something I
aren't,
had to
like,
do.
undermining
So
each
where
other,
the episode 1 poster is,
arguing,
actually
yelling
that
at each
point
other.
in the staircase I was talking about earlier. It's as far over as it can be before being visible downstairs.
That's precise.
So You come up the stairs when you hit that episode 1 poster. That's when the music goes off, and then you come up and you see the posters that are behind me. So we go.
So, okay, so when you walk up Doug Locke's stairs, when you get to the Phantom Menace poster, the music hits.
1 through 4 up the stairs, and then 5 through 9 are behind me.
Oh, nice.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, where's the
with
blood
lightsaber
sports?
dividers.
So seriously, episode 1 is borderlining out of.
You should
zone,
post. I bet
right?
people would legit watch
Order.
that in a
Yeah.
short. Oh my
That's how you
God,
want to
Ember,
interpret
for
it.
sure.
I do have a
Making you
I do have a
sleepy.
stupid
Yeah.
question, if you
I'm
don't
just
mind.
I'm trying to like
How do you keep the
mine any
lightsabers
kind of
lit?
Dorunda, and I think we probably got all we're gonna get. But
It's all manual.
Yeah.
You gotta walk down and hit the buttons.
Yeah.
this guy here, Scott Barry, he called Dubak. Dubak wasn't here at the beginning, and he was like, "Listen, Dubak, you got to get on here, man. You got to see Carrie's Corner."
It's one of those things I wish.
And Dubak is like, "I'm there,
done
bro."
It where you can just keep them lit or remote control or something, because that
Oh,
that
hey.
looks
Oh my
fantastic.
gosh, we got a big
with the
cat fight. You
posters on there
guys
and
seeing
the
this?
segments
Ooh,
in between them.
man.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Poppy ran him completely
Yeah,
off the bed.
whenever
And now
we have,
Cicero
like, a
is
gathering,
down
holiday
here
party,
hiding
whatever,
under my chair.
I end up spending the entire event giving tours.
The winner, Poppy.
But
On
that's
my own,
awesome.
on my own
That's
Steve
awesome.
Sansweet.
Isn't that fun though?
Yeah,
No, I
that's
love it.
awesome.
Who
We
cares?
had a
Just post the
gathering,
people. You should
last-
post it
last
just because
fall,
people would like to see it.
and there were some,
You know what I mean?
some youngins came over. Some
I'm not a good
kids in their
person to ask
20s,
about content
and
though,
a
because I
couple
just
of them
post
got
whatever.
teary-eyed up here. They're like looking around, and
That's so rad how you
I've
have
got
the
a ton
posters
of
and
autographs,
sabers
a
on
lot
the
of
stairs.
autograph figures, autograph prints, and they're just like
Dewdrop.
One kid was literally crying.
No, Dubak.
That's awesome.
Wow, that is amazing. Yeah.
Those
that's
stairs
awesome.
at night must be
Definitely amazing.
dreamy.
So you're basically talking about Joel being over
It's
there.
gonna turn
and he
into a
was
Star
crying.
Wars roast stream.
So,
Do you
so
drop
this
that
is
big
after,
gal from WWF
before,
or
so
WWE?
Empire Strikes Back is over here to my right, and then it kind of comes around. Force Awakens, the sequels. I
Nice.
don't have Solo.
Looks
I have
awesome.
Solo
Reminds me of
and
your
Rogue
setup. I don't
One
think so.
posters,
Jawa
but I don't
SW
have them
collector.
up.
You can't compete with Doug
Yeah,
Locke.
you need to fix that because those two are good movies. Just-
I gotta know though, that little door
Yeah.
there, is there like a special collection in that little door?
It's the dungeon,
You know-
Joel. That's the
Oh
dungeon.
boy, don't ask
Yeah,
Doug
I-
about the little door.
I have yet to ever open that. I'm afraid to.
Oh,
That little door that goes out to the
you
attic.
gotta
That's
have a little
maintenance,
yellow
yeah.
brick road going into that.
Mike Chuddy's
You just
in
put
there.
on it maintenance hatch, you know.
It'd be funny if you
He
open
might
up
not
and it's
even
like
know
a big
who
old
Mike
room.
Chuddy
You can
is.
just
Like,
see
who
it's
knows?
You could have an Ewok village in there, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what, ATF media?
Oh, that's where it's small.
Being real, and I mean, I don't know. People can have a lot of stuff and whatever, but like, I'm assuming that Doug and his partner are financially stable. They might have it like actually hardwired. You know what I mean?
I was about to ask if you
It's.
had a
I mean,
ball
this
saber.
couldn't have been
I have
cheap.
a Maul
That's a good
saber. Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you
and I
knew
don't know if
somebody who could put a motion sensor on those lightsabers, that would be cool.
See, that would be
A
that's the
lonely.
next
Well, that'll
evolution.
make you
Yeah, I
less
think you're
lonely.
right.
Do it.
Jeff.
Yeah.
And you can probably see on the shelf above the Maul saber, there's a couple.
Dude, I can do a 3-hour stream on anything. Wrestling, the Thorpes, Boyd, whatever, anything. I can do, I can watch a movie and do my little movie review. I can mine through the Boyd to find like, entertaining clips. Nothing that I post gets even like a fraction of the attention or like engagement of like just a video of me filling up a soda glass.
Couple of the
People would love to see that
actor signs
Star Wars
from
case, and you
Celebration
could like
Chicago,
slowly pan
all
over each
signed
figure.
by,
People would love that shit.
the actors. I think there's an Ahmed Best, Forrest Whitaker, and a Sam Witwer.
Nice. Looks
So
like you
Jason
says,
Menard has
I've
been
gotten
there.
the Doug Star Wars tour room. Totally awesome experience. 10 out of 10 stars.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
one of my
Doug.
best friends.
That's awesome.
Nice. Well,
Jason Menard, best friends.
and there's
So
more.
yeah, same hallway, different angles. You can kind of see how like there's the animation shelf, the sequel shelf. I'm going backwards from the right here.
That's a lot of stuff.
Animation
man.
shelf, sequel shelf.
Oh
lighting,
my
we've gone through it.
god, dude. Okay, so here's Carrie's Corner that we saw earlier. And this is just as bad as someone doing a review of soda. Yeah. This is so there's Carrie's corner, and then here's what was like adjacent to it. Wow.
A bunch, and there's been some good.
How you doing,
lights
Gordon
that we found,
Shumway?
and then we've had ones that are good for about a year, and then they start doing the flickery things, and they're going. And you're thinking, crap, I got to pull everything out of the shelves and put back in. So cheap is probably not the way. And
Yeah,
I know,
these-
like our missing brother Jeff Sage went through a lot of this recently with his lighting, so he might.
Yeah,
be a
these
good
have
one.
served me well.
Our
so
missing
far.
brother.
It's been, what year is this? Oh gosh, it's been
2025. Yeah.
Doug
Yeah,
has
it's
had
been
to
about
ask
6
twice
years,
now what the
and
year was.
I've yet to have one die. Which I'm not
How is
gonna-
OPC
knock on
doing?
Vader.
What's he up to?
And they're probably on most of the time, right?
If I'm up here, they're on. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fantastic. That's really good.
Yeah,
Also,
thank you.
I know Evan's gone through a lot of lighting in his place. He's got his place lit.
There it is. Dark Side Den, and there's the Boba helmet. with
Oh,
the-
That
no,
Wow.
looks cool.
Looks really good.
So I
What a
I
neat
will
neat
not
little area
deny
there,
that,
though.
You know,
I mean, I don't
after a
need
long
the helmet
day,
or
long
the
week, you may or may not
whatever
find me in
the
chair.
Death Star rug, but
Are you-
the
are
the
you a-
furniture
are
looks
you a
nice.
therapist,
Doug's got
9 to
him a little
5? Is this
fainting couch here.
sessions, or-
Right?
No.
Tell me how what would Joel
Tell
The
say?
me
Doug
about your
cave.
dark side.
Show me where Bubba touched you. Yeah, no.
Yeah, show me on the doll where your feelings got hurt.
Show me on the Starlack.
He put him on Tubi. Can you imagine
Yeah,
sitting through
that
fucking
looks- I
commercials
can
on
hang with
Looney
that.
Tunes?
The good thing is
Bunch of
like
bullshit.
the family forgets I have that space, so I can literally like go in there, turn the lights off up here. Nobody knows I'm in there.
Doug. I don't hear you.
That's what's through the
Doug,
little
I don't
door.
hear
He
you.
just doesn't want to admit it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've definitely been able to hide in there more than once.
It's the best, man. Having a place to just hide from the
Even the
chaos.
shit that's on the shelves
Yeah.
is Star Wars.
Yeah, it's good times. And again, that space was supposed to be unfinished. We got lucky because we were doing our final walkthrough, and I'm up there. I'm like, I was like,
Hey, Jesse.
"Is this supposed to be finished like this?" And the builder was like, "Yeah,
Tunes,
They messed up.
TUNES.
you win."
Oh, OPC's
yeah.
working with kick streamers.
But yeah, this is the space that it's yeah. This is what I consider still a work in progress. It's kind of unfinished. I really want to do a Jabba's palace theme in here, with the chair, of course.
Boba Fett
What are the,
sucked. I mean, it's
signatures for
weird
the Boba Fett?
how
So
a
that's
character
the,
with like 10
that's
seconds
the
of
plaque
screen time
that,
became
that
so
Daniel
like
Logan had
iconic.
gotten done. So Jeremy Bullock, Daniel, Austin.
Collection of the Bobas.
Yeah, it's six. It was at the time the 6 folks who played Boba.
Dickie Beer.
Oh,
Dickie's on there.
What's
Like,
the
okay.
fascination with this? Do you guys understand this? It's especially in Star Wars, but it's in other like fandoms too. What's the deal with the trivia? Like, why can't he just say, I've got this signed by all 6 actors who played Boba Fett? Why does he have to quiz the others? Like, is it a gatekeeping thing, or is it like a pissing contest thing?
Go for
there
it.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so cool.
He wanted to
Wow.
be Madonna.
That works.
F
Did it
would.
again.
So
Now,
think
I
I've
was
got-
gonna say for that room, Doug, I'm seeing this kind of a color on your walls.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely made note of that.
And a
That
God,
is
this
that
guy's
same
got a
kind of,
And
like,
I was gonna say,
pattern.
and
Tuscan
Joel,
Raider,
yeah.
full size
Joel in
Tuscan
there.
Raider.
That's all right.
You're able to rotate it. Very
Yeah,
nice.
so Daniel, Jerry Bullock, John Morton.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird to me. Like, who could, again, like, I'm not the kind, I don't normally, like, even something like Primetime or the Thorpes, you could ask me questions and I'd have no idea what 80% of the answers were, probably. Like, I don't think committing minor details to memory shows that you're a bigger fan of whatever. You know what I mean? Like, Doug being able to buy all this stuff doesn't, to me, just means that he has a bunch of money. It doesn't really, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, the whole, like, fans building a caste system is always kind of weird to me. Like, it seems like you should be, like, a united front, but
Dickie Beer, Austin, and oh god,
I don't
forgot the last
quiz people about Uwe
Dark Side
Boll
Dan,
films.
So cool.
one. with a
for
Jabba's
example.
mural. Ooh, I'm down for that.
Lots of movie people are like that, though, where they'll be like, oh, you probably haven't seen this this
Well,
French.
Evan, I gotta say you picked the right
You probably
word
haven't
because
seen
I
this
think I said it about 4
quirky
times.
French
Yeah.
romance, so you wouldn't understand the
So
nuances
was
of
this
this
plaque in
particular
EFX
film, which
one,
is a
or did
tribute,
you have
an
it custom made
homage
and
to
just
that.
added the EFX?
So Daniel Logan actually had the plaques made. I think I've got number 9 of 50. There were only 50 of these, and Daniel got all these signatures himself, and then during COVID through bounty boxes, Daniel was making these available.
Ooh,
Bounty boxes.
that's really
Oh, I think I remember that. Do the bounty box thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
man.
if I only knew.
I can't imagine being
I
on
remember
prime
those
time and
things,
you're
but I
worried
never,
about
like,
Star
bought 'em.
Wars.
Now I'm like taking myself in the
I
ass.
know, right?
Womp
course,
womp.
right.
He could be talking about Mike
Well, we were all
Chuddy. We
locked
could
down,
finally find out why we had to keep
between
seeing him
that
rubbing
and,
oil
like,
all
the
over himself.
GalaxyCon, virtual things like bounty boxes, virtual con events. That's I honestly think that's how a lot of fans got by.
Well, and a lot of
What do you
fans.
mean that's how a
started
lot of
actually
fans
collecting.
got
It's like,
by? What does that mean?
I have been in
What-
love
what
with
were they
Star
gonna
Wars
do?
since-
All coming in one at a time. And
Oh, here
getting
he
it
is
up
putting
here
the
and doing
desk together.
unwrapping, and it was that was a
So
magical.
how excited were you
This
when
looks
you
like a Pee-wee's
unwrapped
Playhouse
the
door.
Vader head in the front?
So there is a photo of when I got that Vader head out. I
People are like, he
immediately
promised he
took
would
a shot
fast
of it
forward. He's fast forwarded
in
like
this
30
collection.
seconds.
Evan.
somewhere. Stall.
There it is.
So,
And I probably missed it. Who made this?
Regal.
the Regal
It's
robot.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
you might have
Yeah,
heard
it
of
was-
that.
It was about a 9-month process from the point when I reached out to when I just did my anonymous submission form, and when Tom got in touch with me, and we settled on the concept, and then one fun detail
Oh, here we
that
go.
actually led to the 9-month wait was Lucasfilm approval.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tom,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
9
Tom
months
had to
really
get-
isn't that far.
yeah, because of the Imperial insignias and the Vader helmet.
That sucks. I mean, I understand it, but it sucks that you're just. But I guess it is a business, and he probably paid quite a bit of money for it. But it just seems weird that you got to have a. I keep forgetting that the approval wasn't for Doug Locke to have the desk. The approval was the guy making a shit ton of money off of selling a product that he wouldn't be selling unless it had that logo on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
we had
mentally, I'm
we had to
like,
get sign off.
Of course, he should be able to have
It
a
took
Star
9
Wars
months. It
desk.
really
Who
was like
gives
you
a
were
shit?
expecting to do it.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
It's funny.
Yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
There it is.
That's
so-
awesome. It's the most top caliber Star Wars though. If Lucas has to sign off on it, right? Like
Right.
Mhm.
you're
Yeah.
getting it, and that means Disney went, "This is our up to our standards. Send it out." You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that it's a one of a kind, and I told Tom, I was like, sell them, like, if somebody wants it, build it for them. Like I don't claim any exclusivity or anything. So that was when it was fully
Yeah,
assembled
because he
and
knows
powered
that he's got this fucking piece that nobody else on the face of the earth has. So they can build the rest of the desk, but I mean, it's not going to be the same.
Awesome.
on. The first photo. So that's usually how I deck it out for May the 4th. I had a May the 4th sign built out, and I move things around. I always try to change,
Oh my
who's
God,
hanging
look at
out,
this ATF Media.
what's
Look at
on the
this
deck.
concept art.
And that's the final sketch.
Yeah, sure, Robert.
So who sketched these? You did or Tom?
No, Tom did.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I
He
mean,
needs
would
to
you
work
have
on his
to-
drawing skills.
Would you have been upset if it showed up actually looking like that?
Sorry.
Vader was all
Crooked and
Like imagine in
yeah.
Mad
Months
Magazine,
later.
they would just have it look,
So the
look just like that.
Vader head is modeled after the A New Hope original molds. So
Nice.
it's got
Well, at least he's
slightly
put it like
disjointed
he's
jaw
saving,
and,
you
yeah,
know,
it's,
he's
you know,
extending the
you know,
life of the
ridiculous.
product and
Yeah.
improving
the
it,
chrome
and
look, but it's chrome.
it's
and
it's a
very, like, it's very
transformative work. He
brushed
should be
and-
able to sell it.
Yeah, looks weathered, but it's I love it. I'm very happy, proud of it.
I can't imagine
Grateful.
like
I think it looks amazing. Yeah.
aside from if it was like the 30th anniversary of Showgirls, which is in a few days, but if it was just like the May the 4th, what does it even have to do with it besides that it's a dumb pun? Like, did something happen on May 4th? Was that like when when they invaded Endor or whatever? Like, it's just weird. It's just a shit to sell you stuff. Like, it's people complain about Valentine's Day being a made up holiday, like May the 4th.
Especially when you show the close up of when you had unpacked it.
One wooden chair. Well,
I think
people
that was-
like that.
That was the
People.
last one in this deck.
Yay.
Some people like to brag like that they like paid like how
bad.
much they paid
Yeah,
for
That
shit.
is, yeah, so badass.
That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
so that's my my little corner of the galaxy. As we'll
Nickel
call it.
dime show,
It's a
huh?
nice corner.
Yeah.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
I'm gonna go on
Thank you,
Spice
thank you, thank you.
Runners,
Yeah,
guys.
look, we all have our happy places, and I feel very blessed that I was able to build what the
I mean, do you think it would be tough for me to get on Spice Runners? Like, I feel like if I just told them like I'm a big Star Wars fan or something, that I think they would let me come on and I could kind of flip the script once I was on there and talk about Doug Locke.
they have the opportunity to build a new house and build a space.
To build a space, I mean, that's amazing to be able to do it. Most of us are whatever we got, we work. I mean, I started here in this room, and thank God my wife loves Star Wars because then it started moving out. Our whole house is Star Wars, but then she kind of went a little rogue and started going Batman and some other stuff, but it's mostly Star Wars.
Oh boy.
So fortunately, other franchises do appear in other places of the house. We've got our DC Marvel collection going in our home theater, and I've got a Transformers shrine in another room. So yeah, there is nerddom around the house. Just no Star
Yeah, but you collect what you love.
Transformers
Collect what you like. It
Shrine.
doesn't
Okay.
matter, price or IP or any of that. You get what you like.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Oh wow.
That's
Free
very much
pie.
how I am with my autograph collecting.
Who's
too.
Joel
Like,
Haas?
I
Isn't that
know
what
there's
Bruiser
completists
Brody
out
said,
there,
like on
once
his
they
way down to the
start,
ring?
A movie or a series that they've got to get, every cast member, every crew member.
Oh,
to
here we go.
Any of them, or just to help any. I was like, that would be really cool, and then it'd be a very interesting way to be.
I didn't
want
want to say it, Anon J,
I've
but
always had a performer nature in me.
I wouldn't say
and also
worse, just like
a customer service,
the
public
most
service
generic,
in me.
like
working at the theme parks. My first real job was at a movie theater, shoveling popcorn. And
but he's
I
rich
I've always
and
enjoyed
can buy all that shit.
giving people a good experience and making
And I'm
sure
shopping
people
at
are having a
Aldi,
good
so who
time
really,
and have a good event.
and I'm having to
are
watch
happy.
commercials on Looney
So I was like,
Tunes.
how do I get to be part of the show? So Celebration 4, I found the call to action from Official Picks to, for volunteers for the autograph hall, and I applied just blindly and, just cited some of my past experience in media, my past experience at Walt Disney World.
Hey, listen,
where
Carrie, I
had
worked on a
with
nickel
celebrities once or
dime
twice,
show in New
in
England.
television. And I have to, give a huge shout out and thank you to Ann Newman and Ben Stevens for,
Oh, here we
accepting my
go. Here's
application.
some.
Things. The universe just aligned.
There, I skipped a
and
big part
I
of it
guess
there.
I did a good job. And the fine folks at Official Picks, I was.
Can we be
assigned
honest?
to Carrie a
Dewback
few
has
times.
brought
This was
nothing to the
this was
table
Celebration
since he
6,
joined. He just
2012.
wanted to be present for
This is
this.
actually my first ever pro photo op, and I was like, can we do an
I'm
air
sorry, it was
kiss?
your
And she
first
like,
pro photo op. You were on a fucking TV show, bro, with the greatest filmmaker of the mid '90s in the, I wouldn't say greater, but at least near New England area.
do it, So we did the air kiss. Little did I know that this was gonna become a tradition that lasted for a few years, or at least
The air
as time
kissing,
went by.
Wow,
Well,
that's so
yeah, we'll get there.
the no touchy,
So
that rule.
I was gonna say
Oh,
she took that dog with her everywhere. You're lucky that
So
one
that's
didn't end up,
Gary.
like
Mhm.
air kissing you. Yeah.
So my life changed in 2013. So I did my first show. I was asked to do my first show outside of a celebration. So the Official Picks volunteer director called me out of the blue and said, hey, how far are you from Cherry Hill, New Jersey? And I was like,
Oh my God, it's
"It's only
always
about 2
Cherry
hours." Yeah,
Hill.
I'm pretty close. Yeah. It's like, oh well, Fish.
I flew to Cherry Hill, New Jersey to see Cannibal Holocaust one time.
just doing a show there.
With,
Do you think you want to
Exhumed
help? It's a little
Films?
hotel show. You know, I was
Exhumed
like,
Films.
sure. I was excited.
I think
like,
it was double feature with
long weekend,
Shockwave,
drive to
the
Jersey,
aquatic
work
Nazi
a show
zombie
with
movie.
Official Picks and Carrie at a hotel. I'm here for it. And the day before the show, I get a call, and it was, "What do you drive?" I was like, "We got a Honda CRV. What color is it?" "It's black." "Oh, good.
Hey,
Clean.
Cody
She
Turbo.
might be in it." And I was like,
Oh,
You picked the wrong day to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, like what? Yeah.
Now, bear in mind, at this time, I had a 2-year-old toddler and a Dalmatian.
I got a bad
Dalmatian.
feeling about this.
Yeah.
Does she like Cheerios and milk bones that are
Cheerios and little white needles all in the car. I pulled an all-nighter and pulled out every car cleaning trick in the book to scrub, disinfect, get every hair, every Cheerio, gummy bear, whatever.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, Cody, you missed it earlier. It's a 3.5-hour podcast, but we've heard about 30 seconds of primetime lore, but he refused to mention the name of the show. He refused to mention the name of the host. He simply referred to it as a nickel-dime TV show in New England.
Out of that car, they just taking the car seat out alone and just the crust that was under that.
In between the seats.
This is
Kid
that
you
meme
not,
where it's
I
like the
did not
smiling
sleep that
face
day.
and then the anger but behind the mask.
Yeah.
That's me whenever I
Drove
think
to
about
Jersey,
that.
pulled over, cleaned my car again.
wow.
You're paranoid.
I don't think she
I
would have
was-
cared. She doesn't seem like she would have cared. She probably would have been like,
Well,
no.
It
Well,
was,
this is his first moment here.
yeah, but knowing it was, a lot of times the talent is very calm, cool, collected, but you don't know how their assistants
of course,
are,
yeah.
how their managers, what their management expectation is. Wanted to make the best impression possible. So when we finally went around to picking her up, and I saw that she had her dog, I was like, "You got to be kidding."
Just the dog would have cleaned the car for you. The gummy bears, the Cheerios. Yeah.
You can thank General Veers for that.
This is like a
This
She
is
brought her
wrong.
dog.
this is like a dad
So, but that was fun.
podcast.
That weekend was amazing because it was very intimate. It was, we were from sun.
I have a little bit
to
of George stuff
sundown,
later, but it's not much.
riding together to the show, doing the autographs, doing the photo ops,
cool.
the breaks, the panel, and then it's Carrie. So when she wants to go shopping, she wants to go look at something, she wants to go see the other celebrity.
Wow.
So it's like it was literally just a
Who is
small
that
group
though?
of
Who's
us,
the guy with the
escorting her through
glasses?
everything, and it was great. Every morning we would pick her up, and she's serenading us in the car, and
So
One
you
thing
really
that
got
was-
to know her in this time, right? You feel like you got, that's awesome.
I mean, it was more that she got to know us.
Hmm.
Did you let her pick the music in the car, or?
That's it. She was singing. We weren't playing. I wasn't playing the music. She was providing the music. But there was one point, and I think we're a decade past Force
Flop.
Awakens now,
Yeah.
so I feel like I can say this.
Oh, yeah.
I've
come on.
I've openly
There was
admitted
one
this is a
point,
cope
there was the
stream.
last day.
I own that,
And we had to
but I'm
get her
absolutely not
to
gonna
the
sit through this
airport.
podcast by
And,
myself.
that's her assistant sitting with
Sorry.
her in the car, and she was recording something the next day.
Honestly, at
And
least he
he's like,
talked
"Can we
about it. I didn't
please-
think he would.
Please review your lines, and me and the other volunteer, we were like, so there he's reading stuff to her, and she's they're doing their back and forth. She's doing her line.
Weird lady with a cat and clown makeup.
We are,
Gosh, I don't
like,
know.
straining to hear
That could be a
every
few different
word.
people.
And we're pretty sure it was either a screen test or some sort of dialogue that was Force Awakens related, because
Nice.
ironically,
You were Han
through that-
Solo.
that whole weekend it was, hey, after the shows, make sure she gets on the elliptical because Disney wanted her slimming down.
Wow.
So it was.
Oh no, Doug Locke was in charge of making sure that Carrie Fisher got on the elliptical. He talked about it very briefly. He just shit on, called it nickel dime, and he moved on very quickly from Chicopee, but that is where he was from.
But at first I was like, you want us to get her on the elliptical? And the funny part was she was behind us getting a cannoli, and she goes, I'll do it, but you're doing it with me.
Nice. So you had to get a set of them, and you guys all kind of did it together?
You
or-
slapped the cannoli out of
This will
her
probably
hand.
be the only Star
fortunately,
Wars
we just had to
besides
get
movie
her there,
reviews
and
ever
then,
on the channel.
You know, they went and did their thing.
Oh, Lindsay
So this was also the
Valandry.
time where
She
the
didn't do a
glittering
live
really
here.
took off.
I just thought that I just clipped a part of it, like to give a little, like, give the vibe of what her live stream was like that day.
And if there's
But for
photos
real
of us
though,
at the-
I mean, there's lots of people that wear clown makeup. A lot of the people that I watch are what you would call, they're always in that Joker mode, potential Joker mode zone.
table that I would love to pull up here if we can. So yeah, keep going. So that we're there we go. So this is where the glittering really took off, and
What's the
this was
glittering?
this was her way of entertaining herself through the shows. Drove management crazy, drove the show crazy because it slows the line down. Because someone comes through and they want their piece signed, and she would sign it, and then she would say, "Glitter." And oh, okay, sure. And you know, they put their hand
I
out.
can't
She's like, "No,
believe
no, no."
I'm
Glitter
watching
bomb.
this.
Look at you over there.
Well,
This
so
is, I mean,
in
what world
between
is this?
signing, so think about it. If you're an autograph collector, you don't want glitter on your piece. If it's an
Can you imagine you walk up and you're like, oh, hello, nice to meet you, Carrie Fisher, and she like wipes her fucking, like, you walk away looking like Gene Simmons.
8x10, a statue, a figure, whatever.
Oh,
Glitter
wow.
gets everywhere. So between every single fan, she would turn to her right. And guess where
Dewback
the
has
glitter
done
went?
nothing, by the way, still.
On you.
Looking like John
Well, you
Cena
can
down
see
there.
My face, my
Looking like
forehead, my
Luther
hair,
Reigns
my
if he
arm.
shaved.
I became the glitter towel.
Absolutely, ATF.
And that
Doug just referred to himself as the glitter towel.
just that was kind of the whole weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was the glitter towel.
No, really,
Thank
honey.
God
I
it
was
was
at a
actors
convention
and
all
not-
weekend. I wasn't at a strip club.
I was gonna say,
No.
thank God it was regular actors and not like adult star actors, because this was really bad.
Well,
I was at the con.
One of my favorite moments though that weekend. So we had to walk outdoors to get to their panel room.
Doug
so
just
we're
loves
walking
telling these
outside, and
stories,
it's in
you
the
can tell.
sun, and she goes, "Doug, you look like one of those fucking Twilight vampires." And I was like, "It's your fault."
Right.
What a cut up.
Funny.
That's funny.
I was cleaning.
Lot
I
of
was
this is
finding
a-
glitter on me for a week.
This is like is this what what a normal podcast is like? That people just kind of glaze each other and put each other over?
Oh, I bet. It's like sand, but worse.
Yeah, like sand. It was coarse. Got everywhere.
Where's the coke?
You clean your car, you got dog friend glitter all over it now.
Exactly.
They're all
Dog
like
hair,
everyone.
glitter,
Well,
and
Dewback
Cheerios
isn't
and
right
gummy
now, but like
bears,
everyone
all the
in,
things.
has been
Never
cammed
would
up.
delay. Oops, I was trying to zoom in on Doug.
Yeah, you can just
Oh
say
my
it's
God.
silver.
Oh yeah, no, it was real. It was real.
Glitter
Yeah, but
bomb.
look at you. You're happy through the whole thing.
Wow,
Time
wow.
of my life.
Who
Yeah.
else can say they've been glitter bombed by Carrie Fisher?
It was
Right?
it was a life changing, life impacting moment because yes, we were having lots of fun working the show, going back and forth, but it was there were the quieter moments in between it all where you would get that Carrie brilliance, that Carrie wisdom, and there were things that
No, I get
have
that.
just stuck with me ever since.
That's how I feel about a lot of the people that I cover in the Boit, is that like their crash outs are good, but it's like the moments in between can be like so much more like memorable to me anyway.
Like the last 12 years.
Mhm.
We had fun, and after we did several shows,
Can't
after
believe
this
that big
one,
cat
we were
fight that
in
happened, man.
Dallas
Cicero got it put
in
on him.
2015. That's the next photo that Evan keeps pulling up. We were in Dallas in 2015.
Oh, my magic mouse is so sensitive.
So yeah, this was Dallas in 2015. If you watch the Bright Lights documentary that came out on HBO after Carrie and Debbie passed in January 2017, there is a
amazing.
All of these guys are like buddies that run a Star Wars like podcast where they just get to, I assume they just get together and talk about Star Wars. They all have the shit behind them. But then Doug is like the special guest. And then this guy joined late because he couldn't believe he had to be in here for the Doug segment.
I saw
There's a convention segment in that. You will see myself and several of the Dallas volunteers.
So Doug Locke is in the
multiple
Bright
shots
Lights
in that
documentary.
So to be immortalized, in that film was it was funny when they were there. It was a pain in the ass. It's like, oh my god, the crew is everywhere,
running his mouth and can't back it up.
And walk again. Okay, like it was a.
He's much bigger, but Poppy is like
especially after
he's much quicker and he's older too, so like he's more seasoned.
Having that.
What's so special about Doug Locke?
Captured as part of that film.
I thought he's special to me because he was on prime time, but it sounds like the Star Wars Carrie Fisher thing is like. See, he got to meet his Dorunda. Dorunda got to meet his Dorunda. Carolyn Lee. He met his heroes. Then Doug Locke got to meet his hero. I'm stuck out in the cold.
It just magical. Absolutely
Yes,
magical.
Ananje.
And, at the memorial service that her brother held in 2017.
The best I can hope for is
they
a rainy day at his
chorus
grave or something,
on
I guess.
stage singing, and the freeze frame.
I would be
shot
pretty keen-o, though,
that they
wouldn't
put
it?
up
A
was
live
out
stream
of
from
that
George
movie
Dorunda's
when
grave in the rain.
So, in the moment at the show, they really wanted us to get the crowd hyped up. So when she came out from behind the curtain, it was cheers and screams, and she could like have a moment. So I went out there and I tried to warm up the crowd and got everybody going. And she came out, and that it's just a magical shot where you see the entire crowd, and she is like, my people, and I am there next to her, big shit-eating grin on my face, but they used
Doug, family
freeze frame
podcast
of that as the backdrop behind.
How do you guys feel about
this
Dewback? Do you
chorus
think we could do
number,
anything with Dewback?
and I
Remember that name, Dewback?
floored, shocked.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Debaters.
Yeah.
So you like
Dewback
the squire before the
deliveries.
joust. That's so awesome.
Yeah. So
What an
yeah, this
experience.
Dallas of
Yeah.
15. We did Celebration Anaheim in 15. There's the sign that's at the Carrie's corner.
She just seemed like she had such like a zeal for life and just was genuinely happy
100%.
to be doing
How do
these
you
things.
know
Wait,
that?
that sign's bigger than what I
What?
thought.
None of it seemed like it was drudgery, right? She just
Yeah,
was
No,
like,
these were her lap dances, though. Like, she
Hence the
called
glitter.
them the lap
Yeah.
dances.
Doug, were you with her at Celebration 6?
Celebration. So so funny. I was.
That
not-
actually sounds like it
Celebration
might be
6,
interesting,
they put
ATF
me-
Media.
As the volunteer director called it, they put me in headliner hell, but I was with.
I still can't believe
I
it's so
think I was with
mind-blowing
Kenny
sometimes
Baker,
to remember that
Mhm.
Dorunda out of
Yales,
nowhere interviewed
Mark
the official
Hamill,
photographers for the
and
Nuremberg
Ian McDermott.
trials.
And I was
Dang.
again. Ian McDermott was another one. 'cause
Well,
that was
Darth is his
first
favorite.
show ever.
jeez.
And again, it was kind of like that back to the Julian Glover moment where I was shitting bricks.
Mhm.
And God, we sat down. He comes in, him and his assistant, they come in, they sit down. We've got, the fans all queued up.
Oh,
It was
man.
in the curtained off area. So you got the most of the queue line.
Maybe
is
if I hadn't
outside.
gotten high so much,
A
I could
handful
have
of fans inside.
kept prime time on the every
show had
Thursday
put, like,
schedule,
the
and I could have
pens
got it
in cups.
wrapped
So you had
in
cups
time
of-
before George
Part of my
passed.
dumpster fire mug here. So you had
How many did I miss?
cups
I
of
wonder.
pens,
Probably at least a couple.
And it was between me and Ian. And the very first thing I did was knock the cup over and the pens all over Ian McDermott. I literally dumped pens all over the Emperor. I thought I was fired. I was like, he's going
Yeah.
to shoot me with lightning now, and I'm done.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't
You
stand
spilled
on the
something
emperor.
on an actor.
His line,
You
I
know,
remember.
Awesome.
He was patient and gracious, and I was so apologetic, and I was actually ready to walk out, and it was like, okay, no, we got to keep going. Let's do this.
Yeah, I remember his line was huge. Because I met all the big ones that year. I finally had money. The last one I had, I went Sunday just to meet Ian.
Then we crossed paths because
it was
that's
that's what I'm saying. We had to because I met Carrie, and she was eating chicken tenders. I'm sorry, they just let me come back from lunch, and I'm hungry. I'm like, that's fine. You're the princess. Do whatever you want, right?
The guy who shook Andy
but
Griffith's
Ian's line,
hand.
I went early Sunday because there was finally no one. Because all weekend it was just he's the emperor, right? So that's cool. I probably met you 10 years ago now, so 13 years ago.
Yeah, more than a decade. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so Celebration Anaheim. There's a couple shots. There should be a couple shots from Celebration Anaheim. That was Celebration Anaheim. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was for me the best show of my convention career.
Isn't it weird to think that Doug Locke is like a real person
the official picks
and
team
not just a
was
character?
so bonded, bonded. And
it's kind of
close and
mind blowing
tight-knit, more than any
to me
other show.
sometimes.
You know, this group, they work hard, they play hard, they kick ass from, the most menial grunt setup work to, taking care of the guests to dealing with fans screaming at them, whatever. Everybody's just shoulder to shoulder through it all. Carrie's table was like at another level because think about it. It was Force Awakens hype. Hamill's there. She's there.
I always like when Mark Hamill will post something like anti-capitalist or something, talking about shit, and then they'll show like it's $600 to get his autograph or like to get a picture with him.
They did the Force Awakens
Like,
panel.
come on, bro. How
Just
much
the
money do
hype
you
was
need?
At a peak. The queue was always full. Her motivation.
Although I guess
varied,
someone paid
but what was great about
$999
this
to
is
Ruby
she
SpaceX in a
really
one-time
demonstrated how she
donation.
knew how to
So
work a crowd. If she needed to take the dog out, if she needed a break,
is Ruby
she needed
higher
food,
on the celebrity
she
scale
knew
than
how
Mark
to
Hamill?
Work that crowd, so they did not care that she was leaving for.
I can't take
a
him
half
seriously
hour,
after that
hour,
scene where he
and
drinks
they stood
the
there and they waited. She would
drinks
sing
the raw
songs.
milk.
She would write funny things on her board. At one point, she pulled a fan out of the queue. This gorgeous woman she was wearing a all white layout.
He was like
bikini,
her assistant
slave
for a
bikini.
while, Cody Turbo.
And Carrie propped her up on the signing table, took her pen, and wrote "Wait here" on her breast.
Oh wow.
And I can't remember if I gave you that photo or not. I may not have, but that was just an example of like how she would be able to, give the fans a little something.
Kevin sent her, I think on Venmo, $999 a couple days ago.
Give them something to talk about, get them something excited about, while she goes and feeds the dog. And she had no problem staying late. We were still signing stuff.
I just like literally, why does somebody like Darkside Phil that e-begs is basically looked at like a pig roach, and then like Mark Hamill is constantly, all these people do nothing but e-beg. Like, I don't know, like, do you think he's having problems paying his bills? Like, how could you sleep at night knowing that like people who saw you in something that you did fucking 50 years ago, and you're lucky enough that they remember it, and you've had a long career that was very much fueled by that, and now you want to charge people like hundreds of dollars to get a picture taken? Like, come on.
In the dark. The fire marshal wants us out. The venue's trying to kick us out, and we're like sitting there with our phones.
Like, imagine if I was like, "Hey, Jedi Rich, can I come on your panel and talk to you about something?" And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, Mark, just drop me a hundo."
Lights, trying to help her finish.
It just
the
seems
line.
like incredibly
The end of the
greedy to me.
show, She was like, I haven't been shopping yet. She literally, we were on a golf cart trying to get her out. She leapt off the golf cart, started rummaging.
Well, we
through
don't
the
know what
vendor booths as
we
the
don't know
vendors
what
are trying
happened
to tear
with.
down. Like they're trying to go home.
I wonder what inspired the
And
dono.
this caused
Or maybe her
such
rough
a
time at the
stir
airport.
because they're like, oh God, Carrie Fisher's walking around, you know. So they're all like pulling their Leia stuff out, and they're all like, it got to be a little chaotic, and it's like, you know,
Mark Hamill, though, was also in the
she jumped
Guyver
off the
films.
golf
Don't
cart.
forget about
The
that.
manager's like, follow her, go.
I
So
think
jumped
he's
off
been
the
in a
golf
couple
cart,
other
and
things.
it started
Kind
to
of
get
little
a
smaller scale stuff that was
scary,
kind of
like
neat.
all these vendors and fans that are lingering. I'm like, we have no.
Oh, I forgot I'm blocking
security,
Doug
we
out
have
of all
no,
these.
like back.
That's
Oh, wow.
happening again?
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
this is we were trying to take our goodbye selfie, and the first I took one, and she that's the other thing about her. Every photo she took, if she could see the camera, she, you know, this is you know, how professional she was, and how how keen her eye was. She always knew a good picture versus a bad picture. We took the selfie. I didn't notice. She's like, it was blurry. Take another one. Okay, we took another one. She goes, oh, I look depressed. Take another one. She's like, I didn't like that one. She goes, just kiss me. Okay.
Yeah, who's gonna say no?
Right?
Look at all
Exactly.
these guys, dude,
But
seething.
then like the whistles and the hoots and hollers and everything that happened in this moment, it was, I, on one hand I was really embarrassed, but on the other hand I'm going, holy, like, when the hell would this ever happen? Like,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
I'm trying to think of what those other kind of like real low budget
you're watching
movies
this
he
in
was in.
77,
He
no
was in some
idea.
interesting stuff,
30 years
though.
later, you're gonna be kissing Princess Leia. That's so
Right.
badass.
or even 8 years before this at Celebration 4, where I thought
I don't think he's in it, but remember that crazy movie, The Apple?
encounter, and I'm spending it talking about
What a
my
great
friend
movie.
that knew that, you know, worked with her at Disney World, thinking like, this is it, you know.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
that was it. Next thing you know, you're making out with Princess Leia, and you're like, "Holy crap! How did this happen?"
Just know this never would have happened if that CRV had been dirty. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, these were good times. So this is
Wow.
actually,
That's
so this was a
awesome.
year later. This was Celebration Europe in London, 2016.
I love it.
As great. So that
Oh,
shirt,
your shirt. Look at
the
you.
shirt that we're wearing, we actually got those shirts from a vendor at the Monster Mania show in 2013. And I had said to her, I was like, we've got to do. I was like, I'm gonna bring the shirts. We got to do a photo with your favorite finger. And she's like,
Is
"All right,
Mark
let's do our
Hamill the
favorite finger."
modern
And then she
day
goes,
Frank
we also have
Welker?
to cuddle. So we actually took two photos here. One cuddle, one with the finger.
What's funny in this photo is that you two look like you're having fun with it. She looks like she means it.
Yeah. she's
He
good.
does.
I mean, what I did not know was this would be the last photo we took.
Oh,
Man.
So it's a doozy.
You didn't get the
Hell
cuddle
yeah.
photo?
The cuddle photo was actually taken first.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. So because we talked about it beforehand. So the cuddle photo we did first, and then we did the finger photo. But yeah,
But
this
what-
was the last
But
photo.
what a
we took.
final photo, man! Because I mean, it just
Right.
kind of encapsulates her spirit.
Is
in
this,
a sweet and
Oh, she
Doug's
was a
husband?
pistol. Yeah, she was a
Yeah, she
pistol.
was
She,
a
she must have been
friggin'
so
pistol.
much fun to hang out
full
with.
of life.
Oh,
Who's
Okay.
this?
Of the show, just one day. Yeah, she
Very
is
down to earth.
very chill. Yes.
Is this that new
Yeah, I
synthetic
was
stuff?
stoked to meet her. Yeah, okay, that's a close up of the. You can see the Carrie glitter.
See the glitter. in
Oh
it.
yeah.
well,
That
that's
is
actually
so
pretty
cool.
Well, it's like Frankie in the chat. I think his daughter is named after.
Oh
That
boy.
shirt.
Oh my! This looks like a Memphis promo picture of some guy and his manager from like the Power Pro era.
okay.
And then this was so you can kind of, so this is London 2016. You can kind of see how he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
got the old man Luke look.
Perfect look.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
That's
was
kind of that's the look when he's doing the flashback with Ben, when he's kind of at the Jedi Academy, new Jedi training. It's not so much old man Luke.
Oh,
True
Dewback
village.
is fun. Wow. See,
No.
he's the one hater in the group. There's always got to be the people who are like, actually, me personally, I think that Luke Skywalker shouldn't be called old Luke because it's part of a flashback.
Murder. Yeah.
Who brought up the last comment? Can someone read
Do
that?
back. Do
Sure.
back.
Doug,
Doug,
You
thank
blew
you
it,
so
buddy.
much
You
for
had
sharing.
one shot.
Oh, go ahead, Do
No,
back.
you
You're
go.
best at this. No.
age before.
Oh wow. Thanks.
Yes, this should be.
Doug, thank you so much for sharing these stories.
I
with
want a
Carrie.
3-hour
She
deep
was-
dive
is
by
my
Doug
all-time favorite
into
person.
prime
I've never-
time.
The first thing he said, it wasn't to me.
He
It
said,
was
give
to
me a
the
kiss.
No, yeah, no. What was the first thing he said to the room? I remember. Geez, it sure is quiet in here. Like, cause the place was just like nobody was talking. You know, like it wasn't. He was just kind of like, why is everybody so quiet? Like, you know, because he's in there, he's signing, and it's almost like, that was it. I was good. Like who, like how many?
Well, now we're just getting
how
into
many
it. Was
people
he in
can
Star Wars?
Have those experiences, and often, like, how can you replicate them? Then one day, magically, in the summer of 2018, I got a call, and it was like, "Hey, can you be in Boston? Would you mind?" helping
Daninsky, you
out
know who
Back
we
to the
need to
Future
get
cast?"
for
And I was
Heroes of
like,
Wrestling? I thought about this the other day.
Yes.
We got to sign Stifler.
So this was actually, I had worked a show in San Jose in 2016. This was my first photo with Michael J. Fox.
Also, there's a lottery right now. It just rolled over. The Powerball is $1.7 billion. Can you imagine Heroes of Wrestling if I had that kind of operating budget?
And I, again, same thing as that Carrie photo in 2007. I thought this was one and done. I thought, you know, yeah, this is the only, like, he's a living legend. This is never going to happen again.
As long as the story doesn't end with you making out with him, I think we're good.
Well,
What did he think of your CRV?
right. So,
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
so
they
this
were
was
in front of a
Boston. This was in
subway.
Boston. It was. I almost felt like I was being auditioned at this show because each day I was assigned to someone else. So it was Leah one day, it was Christopher Lloyd the next day, it was Tom.
No, I'm
going
going
to
to rebrand
Wow.
Heroes of Wrestling.
and it was cool. Leah is. I think I've worked the most with Leah.
I'm gonna bicycle the tape all the way to Chicopee.
You know, since 2018 of the group, but we've worked with all of them. She is a wonderful, magical human being. She is probably
Vinny
the most
Slugga strap match.
gracious, thoughtful, and giving towards the fans.
That's how she comes off. That's good to hear.
Yeah, that I've worked with. Like she, and the thing about her is,
Well, now
she
we're into back. We're
genuinely
really
wants to know
sliding down here.
everyone's names, any situation, and also be able to deal with fans, and the fans just lapping it up like warm milk. Like they're just.
It's good to see Bill
but
Clinton and Bill
there is still a
Goldberg out.
business side to this, and we do need to get through everybody in the allotted time that we.
To,
So now he's an
honestly, the
assistant to
talent-
Leah
they-
Thompson?
The talent very seldom say, "Give me so."
No, Tony Khan wants to remake
agents,
Nitro.
The booking agents.
I'm
really,
thinking of something
figure out
completely
who
new
works well with
that's
who,
never been done
you know,
before.
You know, personality-wise, operationally,
Imagine it,
logistically,
Daninsky.
like who keeps it going.
Heightened
You know, who makes no
reality,
mistakes. Like
professional
they kind of
wrestling.
figure out, you know, and of course they get feedback from feedback from the guests, feedback from the show. Like, you know, you kind of figure out over time, like who gels, who doesn't.
What's real, what
That's cool.
isn't. The line will be
J2SO 's the
completely
young buck
blurred
here.
because a lot of
How
the
do you feel
people
about Back to the
involved
Future, dude?
are prone to
I like
mental
the second one
collapses
best.
or
But I
and
don't
or
see
drug
it,
or
right?
alcohol
Is that
relapses.
because that was the first one you remember seeing? Did you see that before the first one?
Yeah, that's the one I saw
That's
before
why-
the original.
Saw them out of order. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, because I'd see them on like Sci-Fi Late Night, right? So I saw that
Sci-fi
one.
late night.
Yeah, Sci-Fi Channel. They play like just random.
And wasn't that when they like insert the uncut scenes, so they would like longer than the actual theatrical cut, so there was like more to it, I think.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
so I'm gonna
some
be
of that.
odd man out and side with J2SO, but I saw them in order, of course, but I like the second one better too.
All right, you're
I
dead
like,
to me.
I like going to the future. Yeah.
Hey, so just an update. I talked to Buffalo Beth. I just said hi to her, and she said she responded to me. So I think we have a proof of life at least.
Because like for me as a kid, I was like, I don't want to go back to the 50s. I think, but like going to the future now, that's creative.
You're like, I want that
And then-
hoverboard.
Yeah, and then they're cowboys in the third. I'm like, oh, this just gets better and better.
Yeah.
You know,
We'll make it happen.
So I'm pretty sure Hector's gonna
Here's
work it.
Dewback. Do you think we
Yeah,
should? What do you
it'll
think
work.
about Dewback?
Yeah, that was awesome.
but thank you guys. I appreciate it. When Evan reached out, I had actually checked out the show a couple times, and I love how chill you guys all are. It's just
He likes chill people.
comes
Who's
off
more
like a
chill
group
than
of
me?
friends just getting together on a Friday night and the
Idle
shit
and
about
Tony
Star Wars.
Falk. Hell
man.
yeah.
Bands
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
Bands
It was
do
We're
it.
very
cool to see
professional,
everybody
yeah.
Hey, Bob
discuss
Brown.
every time, so, yeah.
No, this is who
Yeah,
we
he's
are.
moving his
It's-
way
it's
down
just
like
it.
the
Whether if it's
popcorn
stupid, funny,
franchises.
lame, whatever it is, that's us. That's who we are. So
Yeah.
I think people relate to that because that's how they are. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Do you ever work with any behind the scenes type guys like Phil Tippett or anybody? There's a bunch of puppeteers and stuff that are probably.
See, god damn it. Why couldn't I have been watching this live? I could have been like dropped like just said Jeff Janik randomly.
Out there.
I count Mike Quinn in that category. Worked with him a few times. You know, he did a lot with Muppets and Jim Henson and Muppet Christmas Carol.
He's an interesting fella, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look
You
at
know,
Dewback.
like,
He has to
definitely,
stand so that he
yeah,
can.
you know,
He's
Tim
trying to like
Rose,
big
Dave
boy
Barclay.
Doug Locke.
You know, a lot of those folks. I have a lot of Phil Tippett autographs, courtesy the Reva
Let's
Robot.
do a deep dive into Dewback. All right.
Yeah.
Replica series going.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet Phil Tippett. That would be my idol. But
I actually
I do
at
feel like
Star
this
Wars
is
Celebration
justified if this is truly a
5,
deep
um,
dive, all of
we-
it taken
some-
together. I
some
mean,
of us went to,
because
uh,
there's
if
not
you
a
were
lot of
there,
Doug Locke stuff
Walt
out
Disney
there.
World had an event called
And I do
Last
feel like
Tour
I
to
know
Endor.
him a little bit better.
They were shutting down Star Tours.
I certainly know his opinions on primetime loud and clear now. So,
was the original incarnation.
but
of
I
Star
learned that in the
Tours
first
to reimagine
60
it.
seconds of
So
the
they
show,
did an
to be
event,
fair.
Last Tour to Endor, and at the Indiana Jones Theater, they did the Indiana Jones and the Lost Jedi Temple of Doom. or
Enter the
whatever. They did a
Dorundaverse Layer
Star
6
Wars Indiana
Dewback
Jones hybrid
deliveries.
show. And a friend of mine who worked in
Dishes are
special
done,
events at Walt
man.
Disney World, the show was packed. There was no way,
Did Doug Locke work with
tickets were
Epstein?
given out. It was impossible to get into. A friend of mine hooked me.
I'm not
and a friend
accusing him
up,
of that.
and we she
write me
just
off,
like,
Doug.
come with me, meet me here. I'll put you in a seat. We get there early. She puts us in a seat.
I don't know.
It's a
I think he
roped-off
did do
section.
voiceover
Did
work.
not
I saw him in a
know
movie the other
what
day,
section we were in or
Bridge of the
whatever.
Doomed.
About 3 minutes.
He
before
played
the
like a
show
military
starts,
soldier guy.
all these guests
medic, I think.
from that were appearing at Celebration showed up. Lauren Peterson.
I'm gonna
sat right
get.
next to me.
I'm gonna have Grace join when we do the
And then
Dewback
Anthony
deep dive and
Daniels,
see what she thinks.
Daniel Logan, a bunch of the Clone Wars voice actors, and there's actually a video of this on my YouTube channel. George Lucas came walking down the aisle and sat down right in front of me.
That's true. I saw the video.
And I had my little camera going, our point and shoot at that time. And it's funny because his son, Jet Lucas, was a couple rows behind us. And he's going, Dad, Dad! He's trying to get George's attention. And then it's Anthony, get my dad. And Anthony Daniels looks up and he's, in his typical Anthony way, he's like,
In his typical Anthony
Meanwhile,
Daniels
Meanwhile,
way.
Doug's leaning forward, sniffing George, going, just trying to breathe him in.
No, but Anthony leans forward and he tugs on George's shirt and he's like, George, you're your kid, And George stands up, turns around and goes, what? And I don't know what came over me, but in that moment of him going, what? I snapped a photo.
why wouldn't you?
And then
That's
got
so
thrown out.
No, I somehow I didn't get thrown
Too bad
out.
it was just a crotch shot, but he did get the photo.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a good show though, because you can kind
Rich
of see
did a
the
stream
look
with
in the face
Joy
of it
like
is
a week ago.
dad
I keep
who's
meaning
being
to clip
annoyed by
it.
their
Yeah,
teenage
yeah.
For some
kid.
reason, he
And it's
framed
like,
it so
what?
that it started at the
I just
top
said
with her
that 10
tits
minutes
and then
ago,
it
Ray.
cut
I
off
know
I'm
like
glad you couldn't have got like a high
right below the clam. It was a really
interesting.
interesting camera
Like,
angle.
Going back to the original question, so Lauren Peterson, he just starts talking through the whole show. He's like, "Oh,
You think
isn't
George
that- look
Lucas
at
is
that,
weird
funny.
looking?
Oh my God, look at the
You're like, will you shut up?
He's so cool though. I like him.
I I don't know who he thought I was, but he's engaging, the same way he's engaging with Anthony Daniels, and I'm just kind of like,
You were part of it.
This is
Yeah,
happening.
you were part of it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you should
Look how
yeah.
pissed off and
Go ahead.
seething
That's
Dewback
another
is.
one of those moments where I'm like, oh my
He's
god,
like that.
this
I
is-
could have
this
met
is-
George
this is the
Lucas.
peak. This is
If I could have got a
never
fair
gonna
shake, I
happen
could have
again.
met. I could have met him.
Yeah,
You
it's
should
magic.
just
I
go
could have.
play
I could have been a
Admiral Akbar or
stormtrooper in a
something.
cameo.
No, it's
It's a
too bad
trap.
you didn't have like that overshot,
No,
like
it's up
where
here.
George is standing around all of his models. You're standing around all the
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of.
With your arms
Yeah.
crossed. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time. I am so grateful for this.
I saw
Star
that.
Wars community, for the fans.
It was actually really good on Rich's part if he was going to do it the way he did, because he had her move her mic and then you could tell she was planning to brace for it and then say okay, and instead he just threw it on her as soon as she got the mic out of the way. It was to get like a really genuine reaction.
For the people, the behind the scenes, the convention circuit has been a magical place for me. If I could honestly quit my job and do conventions full time,
And people
would
like,
do that
oh,
in a heartbeat.
Joy's going to get drunk when she goes
Well,
to New
you never
York.
know.
So what?
I mean,
Who cares?
It's like sometimes
That's
those
her business.
opportunities just arise where it's like,
I
hey,
think her content
I
is
need somebody for the
fantastic
next
every
X
time she
amount
goes
of
to
years
Manhattan.
or something like that. Doug, I'd like you to be that person. You never know. You just
It's
never
like
know.
the
magical opportunity.
it's
when
like
you're in the
New
moment,
York.
you're like,
New
"Why did
York
I
City
say
really
that?"
brings the Boyd out in Joy.
I could just see that.
She
I'll
goes
be your
from
Doug.
like being super chill and
I'll be your
super
Doug.
high and
I'll
just
be your Doug.
yap,
I'll be your
which
dad.
are great,
I'll be your Doug.
into her
Doug,
more
do
like
you wanna
aggressive
you have
Viking
time to hang out for
mode.
the weekly pickups so you can
The
see what
ancestors
the
call
community
to
picked
her
up?
in
Yeah,
Manhattan.
if you don't want to kick me out, I'm good.
Of course.
Dewback is
Yeah.
totally living a
Right,
life
right,
of
yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
So let's
Hold on. Dewback, salute to a life of hell.
transition to the next segment. Let's see if my thing works.
Whoa.
Can I just ask, is this where we're supposed to share something we acquired in the past week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you get a chance.
Doesn't
Yeah,
have to be
yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars.
No.
We have a soft spot
For
for Star
you.
Trek and Stargate, but
For you, you can share whatever you got.
Okay,
Let's
I've
go
got
with-
something. I have
no
something. I
MacGyver.
can play along.
Let me do my introduction real quick.
Garbage adjacent, ground level monologuing. Absolutely. That's a good way to put it.
he waits for that every week.
I love it.
Do
What's Doug
Alright,
doing
what's
here?
He froze up. Oh, there he is.
Nope.
There he is.
They thought
He
he
wants to
froze
show.
up.
Oh yeah.
Am I up?
Yeah, yeah, go
you're
for
up.
it.
Put it full screen.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Is
Oh,
that,
wow,
Ant-Man
Michelle
or
Pfeiffer.
Quantumania? Or no?
Uh,
No,
I'm
that's
gonna
Michelle.
Probably
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Quantumania.
It's got to be
Okay.
Quantumania,
Yep.
But she
yeah.
still looks amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
my God.
Can you imagine if that was me with the original no
yeah.
contact
but
order?
This is her outfit from the third one.
I wish
Yeah.
Hot Toys would have made that figure. That's a cool figure, actually. That would have been a cool.
Nice.
So is that an in-person signature that you
No,
got?
this was a send-in opportunity.
For
But
penicillin.
still,
Very cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's wow.
I actually have
Catwoman, she's Catwoman.
So I sent in a 3 3/4 inch Catwoman figure.
Hmm.
So I'm waiting for that to come back.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, the print arrived before the figure did,
Uh-oh.
but I'm very happy with this.
Yeah, that's an amazing.
Don't forget, every time you say
No,
wow,
it's
they have to
background,
make
too.
that
That's a
wacky
good
sound.
Shot.
So my brother-in-law used to work at Rite Aid. In
Oh, boy, here
Malibu
comes
and
Dew
sold
back.
her
He's gotta
cigarettes
put his
multiple
2
times
cents
and
in.
Did not realize it was Michelle Pfeiffer because she had no makeup on.
Ah, jeez.
Dewback's
So is your
story is that he
brother
knows
dumb,
somebody
or-
who knows
I would
somebody
be
who
like
had a
that.
chance
I
encounter
don't feel
with
bad,
Michelle
brother.
Pfeiffer.
I would be the same
It's not
way.
the same as having an autographed sheet, though,
Was
is
that
it?
Matt?
Sorry.
Double D.
Yeah, it was Matt.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oblivious to all that too.
All right, let's
I forget that other people don't know what Sue Savvy Guy is.
Nice pickup,
It might be
Doug.
like salute to a life of hell.
All right, so let's see. This is the weekly pickup from the community. So it's on Facebook. So
Oh
for
my
people on the
God,
Facebook
no.
group, they post their weekly pickups.
Oh my God, look at
More
this.
talent than you think you do. More talent than you think you do, Ken.
Hold on, I just want to
Hey,
see
Doug,
this
which one's
background.
Forlum and which one's Zuggus?
We're almost done with this.
Come on, don't disappoint.
Which one is this guy right here?
That's Zuckus.
Well, shut up, Jason.
I was gonna say Forlom is the one that's more like a
Little, they made like a
cyborg.
little
It's a little
diorama.
Like there's a definitive.
Okay, I think this guy's
Oh,
moving. I want to see this guy. It zooms in on this guy, and I want to see his
The Mandela
background.
effect. Oh my God.
Look at Joel. Look.
Yeah, here we go. So he's got the Tuscan Raider, the yak face, the Rees. There's the dewback. He's rubbing it in that guy's fucking face. He's got the gigantic dewback. The snow monster. I don't know who that guy is. The Jawa.
Look at the disappointment on that
disappointed.
face.
Leave some box for the rest of us.
I'm not the only one that's wrong. I'm just too old for this.
I think him and Michael Haas both think that.
More chicas.
Bug or whatever, because I want
Damn, that's
that where I hooked you up with the.
awesome.
What?
Doug's like, hey, listen,
That's
if
right. And you
my
were there.
part's over, I'm going to go ahead and skip, dudes. Man, they have a
Zoom
lot
in
of
on that,
people
the
in there.
page.
Back.
They have a lot of
Yeah,
people
it
in
is.
their Facebook group
So it
for
was like 3 weeks.
not
worth.
having like a
So I
real
thought
big
this week was
podcast.
gonna be light. It was like, no.
Maybe they have a lot of
Mhm.
listeners on
Every day's
TuneIn.
Christmas for me.
Well, what's so cool is that people not only they're not bored of it, they're constantly happy to share their stuff. We love seeing it and
And
going
I don't
through
have to
it.
buy that shit, so I can.
What's next week? We're going to be in March.
No.
Look at Doug.
God.
So we start talking.
Who's going to Japan?
Nobody in this panel.
I wish, but
Just
I
I
have
It's
a
only gonna be
brother-in-law in
$300.
Tokyo too. I should have gone.
mean, I need to make one of those
No,
Yodas
yeah.
where he's like in the Japanese Zen pose where he's meditating. I'm
Mhm.
doing that.
It's
Dude,
pirate shipping, guys. It's like $50. I got it. I got the shipping down, guys. Don't worry about it. Everybody's like, that's gonna be expensive. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
"Yeah."
expensive.
this
Ship it to
him?
me in the
No.
U.S.
I
Right.
just
Especially if you ship it.
like 20 or 30 pounds of stuff to the UK not so long, and I paid $75 on pirate
You
ship.
could ship that as a book.
I don't know.
too,
I
or
don't see this guy, unfortunately.
Whatever they call that. That ships even
Media?
cheaper. Yeah,
Media.
media.
Media mail. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, media mail ships even cheaper.
Yep. All the rookies in the chat. They don't know
You
the
might not
game.
get it till 2026, but you will get it.
That's okay.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, you might not be able to track.
I don't believe any of those accounts were
Tracking it 'cause
this
it's gonna be on
this
a ship
guy.
somewhere.
Yeah.
You probably get hit with tariffs.
You're gonna dig it, Robert. Though it's got some great stuff in it.
No, that book.
Yeah,
is
some terrorists
awesome.
are gonna get excited off Star Wars.
Yeah.
Doug Locke just cracks me
Yeah,
up
so
with
next
this.
week we'll catch up and talk about
authoritarian
some
desk.
stuff that's coming in
Kennedy.
the pipeline. I don't talk rumors.
Oh, come on. It is kind of
please.
feeling like a rumor. I don't want to
It is
jinx it. I'm
rumor.
sorry.
It was a
Doug's
rumor.
here
It was-
now
it
for
was-
all the like
Really?
awkward
people are
interpersonal
jumping
stuff
on-
between
well,
these guys that all know each other.
Jeff
People
Locke.
were misled in the media, and everybody was
Yeah.
like, but
Okay,
to-
I'll bet you money right now she's done by the end of the year.
she's
Well,
probably
me
down with
too. Well, why
Lucasfilm,
don't-
probably,
What are we betting?
with
Go
the
follow
movies,
them.
though. I
Spice
don't see her
Runners
leaving the movie
Lounge.
stuff.
Well,
Yeah, she'll be on some upper panel somewhere.
I'll see you
I
there.
would believe Doug, I think.
Yeah.
We can talk about it next week because it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
Doug, hang out for a quick minute after
Yes,
we
please.
sign off.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I got some questions I'd like to ask you off camera about your time on that quote unquote nickel dime New England show, pal. All right, well, there's Doug Locke on Spice Runners. It is what it is. I had to do it. Okay, this is a video called A Walk through downtown Chicopee. I'm just looking at Chicopee in general now. Rob and Spud walk through the decay that is Chicopee in 2003. Not much has changed 4 years later.
Hey man, how's it going?
Didn't you get, I mean, the only thing I know about Chicopee is what we saw on the show and in the other news coverage that we watched of like the Kilbasa Festival. I thought Chicopee seemed like a really nice place to live, and this is only like a few years later, and they're saying that it's like a hellscape.
Yeah, you got that right. I remember this little lot here. Wasn't the registry here? No. So this
Looks
is the
like
funeral
a
home that we went to
2024
a party
Fusion
before the
Studios
prom.
production.
Yeah, we were trying to resuscitate dead people.
And Matt Regan. Didn't they have like a body in the?
Yes.
They didn't though.
They had 2 bodies in the viewing room.
Yeah, but they were having a party there. Why didn't they move them or something? So he opened up the casket, and what did he say? He said something like, "Hey man, want a party?" And that was like an urban myth.
Are you thirsty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Poland next month.
Wow.
Look, they had bags of cotton candy in there. Special happy endings.
Happy endings.
Wow. That's pretty good, because people work hard around here, and they need their recreation.
I'll cover
So you can get a
anything
full service here. You can
Dorunda
get
or
waxing,
Chicopee related.
Makeup,
I'm going to get to Chicopee
nail
one
hair
day.
waxing.
Money shot.
I'm going to go to the Big E. Dorunda
Ames
lore,
Manufacturing.
Grace lore. The Big E is
This is where
rich
he
with
lives?
lore.
The man, meaning the guy who ran the factory, not the owner. He probably lived in Northampton in a big Victorian or something.
This house back in the early 80s was remodeled and restored.
Yeah, you can definitely hear the birds.
Like quickly fell apart to crap. Look at that.
Yeah. Dude, somebody's living there though.
I don't know what's going on. Hello.
Here's the bank. You think George leaving is what sent it downhill?
So what is this factory? Is this the old Ames Manufacturing?
No, that's the old Ames Manufacturing.
That is. So this building, it looks like it's still producing something.
Production.
The Boyd Dairy? Yeah, kind of.
Manufacturing companies, production companies. A lot of
My
different
two
startups,
favorites,
a lot of
George and
dot-coms.
Grace, both made content in the Chicopee area. I haven't seen them for a minute. I haven't really gone over that way in a while though.
It's kind of like the one they have in Northampton, only there's no lesbians on it.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
wow! What?
Have in Northampton, only. It's kind of like the one they have in Northampton, only there's no lesbians on it.
Right.
Wow! What a statement.
High school. No, I don't think I've ever drank there.
That Time Cafe over there. Polish American Club.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Dino's.
Yep.
I'm sure they're still over there though. It's probably still
Polish
warm
National
enough out.
Credit Union. You don't have to be Polish to bank here.
Polish National Credit Union. Now that I am not surprised by.
You know who the artist is here?
Yeah, it's Christo.
So the old Rivoli is it's closed, huh?
Rivoli.
Oh man.
That place opens and closes and opens and closes.
You know what the problem is? There's no parking. If there was
Isn't there parking in the back?
This guy's got all the
Really,
answers. He
there's-
should be the
there's
mayor.
something that took over that space.
Oh, yeah.
If there was parking for the Rivoli,
Right.
you could do something.
I think so, huh?
You know what's weird? If you I know it's YouTube and there's not a lot footage is hard to come by from 30 years ago, but there's hardly anything at all about remember George would always go to the Taste of Chicopee? Like, the only things I can find on YouTube that prove that ever existed are from George. Like, the Taste of Chicopee, I can't find any other videos about it. The Kilbasa Festival happens sporadically over the years, but it's never made into the big deal that it was in 1991 for some reason.
So parking is the key. Yep. Place invent the wings, like the buffalo wings, quickies. That's what they claim. Did you know that? They claim to invent the buffalo wings. You think we could go in and ask them? Sure. It's the original.
Are they gonna go in and ask them?
See, this is the real deal, man. This is Chicopee Center.
This is just random Chicopee stuff that I found, by the way. There's not any real rhyme or reason to it. I'm just trying to get into that Chicopee mindset. Oh, I guess that's it. Now, this is much more recent. This is footage from from the Chicopee Thriller, which was a Halloween-themed 5K in 2022. So this is like what prime time kind of would be, like what's happening in Chicopee.
The Chicopee Thriller 5K is back again this year for a great cause. All proceeds from the costume-themed run will benefit Lorraine's Soup Kitchen. Registration to the event includes a free t-shirt and a lunch. Put on your best costume and come join us for the 3.1-mile run, starting and finishing at Grisey Funeral.
Whoa, Polish National Credit Union still around.
Rumbleseat Bar and Grill for a chance to take home prizes
Spud.
for fastest runner and best costume. Scan the QR code on your screen to sign up. The event is hosted by Chicopee Chamber of Commerce and presented by N. Riley.
Hey, the Chicopee Chamber of Commerce. Look at these special effects.
On a hot day like today, ice cream grabbed the attention of many Chicopee residents who were given the chance to chat with their mayor today over a few scoops. The event at the public library gave citizens an opportunity to connect with their elected officials, all while keeping cool on this hot day. 22 News got a chance to speak to Mayor View, and he told us why these community events are so important.
Well, I call Chicopee, even though we're a city of over 56,000 people, the biggest small town in Western Mass, because we love to come together in these types of events and socialize. So it's nice to see this happening again. It's been postponed.
Is this a Muslim thing?
Now we're back.
And you see his apron right there. Mayor View also getting in on the action and scooping some ice cream for his residents.
Well, we're continuing this morning with Chicopee police asking for your help. They are looking for 46-year-old Luis Morales. You can see him right there on your screen.
Oh, no, it's
Morales
Vinny.
was last seen in front of a business on Front Street wearing a green t-shirt, black and white pajama pants, and a black baseball hat. Police say he stands about 5'7". If you have seen him or have any information about his
I wasn't
whereabouts,
expecting the
you are urged to call
5'7", to be
Chicopee
honest.
detectives.
This is just it says it's an altercation from 2021. Yes, Polish metropolis still holding up. Ooh, he's making the wow. Oh, this is getting serious. Vinny's in witness protection. Oh, this fella's real upset. Oh, look, is he coming back? Oh, look at him, he's following him. Oh, here we go, look at him, here we go. Oh, shit. Squaring up. Ooh, big windmill punch to open. Big mistake. Oh, here comes this guy. Who's he going to help, though? Oh, look at this guy. Whose car is this? I noticed that, too, Ananje. Oh, man, he's wailing in there. Oh, my God. Whoa. Oh, my God. That guy puts his hat on when he's heading into a fight. That was oh man, he stuck that guy. Boom. This is where we are in the Dorunda journey. We're just watching random altercation videos. This is the kind of stuff that drove George out of Chicopee. Man, he stiffed him, man. Just straight arm. Oh, oh. Oh, that's the Raka crew. What's he got there? I know, he really did. What a crazy turn of events. Oh man, that's awesome. Look at that cool truck that went by. Amazing.
We are just about 3 weeks away from the Big E, and the question on everybody's mind, what's on the menu?
22 News reporter Nick Antonakis got early access to the food the fair will be offering starting September 12th. Lucky guy.
Various vendors gathered at the Sturleton Carriage House Pavilion to showcase the delicious
See, George
dishes
should have
that
been
will be
at this.
available at the Big E. The 17-day
Hey,
event
Vinny.
is recognized as the 4th biggest fair in North America, hosting a record annual attendance of 1.6 million people. So their menu's gotta stand out, right?
Our concessionaires, who are among the best in the world, have spent a lot of time and effort
Gene
and money
Cassidy.
to learn about how to create gastronomically delightful buffet of food products.
Buffet.
From lobster nachos to a stuffed pepper on a stick,
Vinny, how tall are you?
everything, and it all lived up to the hype.
And it's not just about how good the food looks, it's how great it tastes. And I can vouch for the Big E. They put a lot of hard prep work in making sure every dish is delicious.
That rib was from Nola Cajun Kitchen and Raw Bar. Their owner, Bill Collins, is one of the many restaurant workers
Yeah,
putting
Vinny's
it
here.
all out there for the people attending the fair.
We take this really seriously. We're setting up months in advance, prepping months in advance with, getting our whole building set up and streamlined for the masses. And then once we get to work on the food, it's all about the freshest, most quality ingredients.
Food is one of the big three at the Big E, according to Tim Garska, the director of sales and sponsorships. So making the menu the best it can be is important.
Well, people come here for three things. They come here for entertainment, they come here for food, and they come here to shop. So it's important that we do a great job storytelling. That's why we're doing this today.
And boy, am I glad they did. You can try the food for yourself when the Big E kicks off on Friday, September 12th.
Chicopee police recovered a large amount of drugs after a traffic stop just outside the 22 News building in Chicopee yesterday afternoon.
Illegal dirt
According to
bike.
Police officers attempted to pull over the men who were riding an illegal dirt bike with no license plate. The operator allegedly tried to speed
This
off,
guy
but
knows how to
hit the
party.
curb, crashing the bike. They were arrested after a brief chase. The men were allegedly carrying a backpack
Ooh,
full of
remember
narcotics,
Holyoke?
including fentanyl, as well as ammunition
Uh-oh.
and a bulletproof vest. They were arrested and charged with
Stay
drug
strong,
trafficking.
Ruby.
Good Wednesday, right? Wednesday afternoon. I know it's Connecticut Day here at the fair. I lost track
This is
of
what
day
they
it
get
was
now
because I am so enthralled
instead of
with what's
George.
in front of me. This is honestly the best part of my job, folks. We're talking Big E cream
This guy looks
puffs
like he should be
with the
hosting
two
a
experts here at the
QVC.
fair. This is a man that I've talked to many years before, Chaz, the cream puff guy.
Chris, glad to be back.
Chaz, good to see you. And this is EJ Dean. You run the Big E Bakery.
Vinny, have you
So
ever
you've been
had
very
these kind of
busy.
snacks
Very, very
before?
busy. First, let's talk about the cream puffs. What do you have?
Have
to
you ever
show
had
the
a cream
folks at
puff?
home? Because everybody knows they're traditional, but there's a new one this year.
This year,
Oh, a new one.
EJ came up with cookies and cream, so you can get it plain as this is, or that's with ganache on it, and you can get ganache on the original
Because
also.
it just wasn't decadent
It was
enough,
not
right?
enough chocolate, not enough sweet. He didn't think it was enough, so we added that on, and that's their
Hunter
wonderful
Biden.
eclair. Can't go wrong with the eclairs.
And that also has some cream on the inside.
Yeah,
too.
that has a custard filling.
And we should let folks at home know that if you can't eat it immediately, and I don't see why you couldn't, There's a time limit on how long these will last in the heat, right? Because they need to be refrigerated.
Yes.
Correct.
What a sick joke.
Maybe as they're heading
They
out
do
of the
look really
fair,
good.
They'll pick them up then. You don't want to walk around the fair with them.
Correct. We have locations at Gate 2 and Gate 9 that deliver fresh product all day
Big
long.
E cream
we have to-go
puffs.
boxes that you can pack in 3s and 6s.
Oh,
That way
man.
you can get the product, bring it right out to your car and go. But you're good for a good
Got some
hour or
Long
2, as
Johns.
long as it's not too hot. To get
Oh,
home,
my
the air-conditioned
gosh.
car, not an issue. And you get home, cook. You can eat it or you can freeze it and just warm it up for another day.
You make it as easy as possible, don't
And
you?
if I can jump on his
You
freezing,
absolutely can.
You freeze the cream puffs, take them out, eat them as an ice cream sandwich. It's a whole nother flavor. It's a delight beyond what you can believe.
I wish you hadn't told me that.
And and Chris, they defrost wonderfully. They'll come out just like that out of the freezer. You let them defrost 3 or 4 hours.
And if you have room left over, yeah, you want to say something?
No, a lot of people get them for
I
the
wonder if they
holidays. At
even
the
know
end of the
who he
fair, they
is.
buy
Like,
them
do you
and
think
freeze them
even
and
at
hold
the
them for
like
holidays, so when
within
they
the
have
local
celebrations,
That's
that's
brilliant.
the
like
dessert.
TV
Well, now you
community,
gave away all my
he gets
Christmas
his
presents,
due?
right. Hopefully the family isn't watching. I think my wife is at work, so we're safe. Let's quickly talk about these crazy burgers. We'll go with the traditional. This is on the glazed donut.
Yeah, so the Crazy Burger has moved into the Better Living Center at the booth called the Emporium. So this is the traditional Crazy Burger, which was a donut. We've now made it 2. It's a plain donut on bottom with a honey glazed on top, followed by a smash burger, 2 strips of bacon, and a fried onion ring. So
Do you
it's
think
got
he'll
crunch,
try
It's
it?
got sweet. It's got all the different elements.
They
all
didn't even
together.
try the cream
and
puff.
part of this, nothing about the Big E. I mean, it's all about crazy foods, and with the Crazy Burger, we created the Spicy Burger.
Got even crazier.
Oh, it is amazing. So
same
Are they gonna eat
Same thing,
anything?
but we swapped out the onion rings.
Although
for
to be
fried
fair, I
jalapenos.
went to the taste.
We add in some boom
I went to a
boom sauce that
tasting
has some
festival
special
and I
seasoning
didn't
to it
try
to give it a
anything.
little extra kick. And then we have to just because we're not done yet, we have to roll the donuts in flaming hot
I
Cheetos.
did get a tour of the fire truck.
Yeah, I got
that.
Did you like the boom boom sauce, Chris?
Boom boom sauce.
I'll tell you.
I saw you perk up.
Tell you during the break. We're running out of time, guys. But thanks again.
Yeah, at the
One
Better
more time,
Living
where can
Center.
folks
They're not
find
even
the
gonna
cream
eat
puffs?
it. Come
cream puffs are
on.
in the New England Center or a Gate 2 or Gate 9.
Oh,
And
man.
like my kids would do, I'm going to lick this so no one else can eat it.
That's yours, definitely
Except for
not.
me, it's mine now. The crew is shaking their heads in disgust.
What do you mean you're gonna
with
lick
that,
it? You
let's
rubbed
turn
your
things over to
finger on it,
meteorologist Dan
sir.
Brown
Are you
for a
okay?
look at the weather. Dan, back to you.
Cognitive decline?
Welcome back. A man in Chicopee, known as Bunny, has captured hearts for years, and now the community is coming together to honor him.
Western Mass News reporter Kayla Burton has more.
He's no one new to town. As a matter of fact, he's Chicopee's favorite. For over 50 years now, Bernard
Well, we
Murray,
never saw this
otherwise
guy
known
on
as
prime
Bunny, has
time.
been spreading his kindness, standing on the side of the road daily, waving to anyone who passes by.
I've been living on Dale Street for about 12 years when I was younger, during elementary and middle school and some
Big
of high
tech.
school too. And I used to walk by every morning going down McKinstry, and he's always out there waving.
Bringing a smile to everyone's face, now the community wants to return the favor.
No statue of
We honor
Dorunda?
people who make us happy instead of people who got famous because of what they did. And he just makes everybody's day. People will honk. People will just absolutely light up when they see him.
The community is working together to build a statue of Bunny right here in the center of town.
Okay,
so that
Kayla
anyone
Burton.
who passes by can be reminded to do that one thing Bunny loves to do most: spread kindness. Mason tells Western Mass News he has designed Bunny apparel featuring Bunny's favorite color, blue, and sells the hats, t-shirts, and sweatshirts online to help raise money. Other businesses are also chipping in. Lucky Strike
He was
Restaurant
normal,
started a
just
donation
regular
jar
up
for
until
Bunny's
that point.
statue.
He loves the gazebo. He was very heartbroken when it got damaged. So this is the perfect spot. Right now we're working on the financial aspects of how much is it going to cost. And
Well, look at that pizza place
Mason
back
and the
there.
community have already raised hundreds of dollars
Brothers
and are looking to
Pizza,
have Bunny's
Struthers
statue
Pizza,
within the
Stretchers,
next year.
Jack Stretcher
Until
Hearts
then,
Pizza.
Bunny says a wave and a honk is all he can ask for. Kayla Burton, Western Mass News.
And for more information about this fundraising effort for Bunny, head on over to our website.
Yeah, where's the Dorunda
westernmassnews.com.
statue?
With our PTOs, and we're
Oh,
we're
hold
doing
on a second here. Here we got a good one here. We've got the porch light interview called "Get Your Kilbasa On." This is from 10 years ago. Keep your light on. We'll be there.
Welcome to Porch Light, a presentation
of Porchlight VNA and Home Care, providing top-rate, highly personalized care to individuals and families in the Berkshires and in the Pioneer Valley. And if you live in the Pioneer Valley, there's probably a good chance that you at least know about, or more likely also have attended in the past, the Kilbasa Festival in Chicopee. And I have the owner of the Kilbasa, I think that's the right term, right?
This guy looks like he's trying to do Robert De Niro face all the time.
Kilbania, which is pretty
Look at these nice
Kilbania,
glasses he's got.
I want to get that right.
Either way.
I mean, you have a name, a guy with a name Kilbania, Kilbania, selling kielbasa. That's pretty awesome.
It's ironic. And
it's pretty
as a
awesome.
child, I grew up in Chicopee, attended Assumption Parochial School, and every nun or mostly nuns back then would call me kielbasa. It was just a running joke, and we used to get the kielbasa from the Kilbasa Festival. They'd serve it, they'd cut it up, we'd have kielbasa sandwiches, or they'd do cube kielbasa with the government cheese. Oh, I loved it.
That's fantastic.
Oh, it's good stuff.
So now you grew up in this. This is a family thing, and you grew up eating kielbasa. I mean, it's really healthy stuff. Right?
Oh, it's we used to have. I remember it was a joke.
I mean, this has got to be the closest thing Chicopee has to primetime, whatever this mess is.
And we would have. Come over just randomly. We always seem to have kielbasa with mashed potatoes and green beans. Kielbasa, mashed potatoes, green beans. Or kielbasa with pierogies. We always had that, kielbasa with pierogies. But I didn't start managing the event until last year, until 2013. And before that, the festival was
D-Dog sent his kielbasa to Ruby Spacek unsolicited.
Kilbania was just a name in the city.
The government cheese.
The festival. It was just a joke. What do you own the Kilbasa Festival?
George was at the time.
The festival started in 1974.
When this guy was eating the government cheese with the kielbasi, George was working hard to try to take that funding away from him.
By an Irishman. It was, exactly.
Oh, an Irishman.
I believe his name was O'Leary, and he great spirit for the city. And he recognized they were doing the Irish parade in Holyoke, and they recognized.
Oh, we've been to the Holyoke St. Patrick's Day parade.
Sausage makers. So he said, "Why not have a kielbasa festival?" So it started off. They charged $1. It was a riverfront festival, right down now where Falls Pizza is, down in that area, and it was $1 to get in. They had the first kielbasa festival. Eventually, it ended up going to behind the Fairfield Mall. And,
True, is he?
It went there till 1997. At its peak, they had over 80,000 people attend the festival in one year. 80,000 people for a kielbasa.
Ruby, it's me, Stevie. You're the one. I want to take you to the Kilbasa Festival. I'll introduce you to my good friend, John Kilbasa.
Kilbasa Festival.
Awesome.
Every year they would make a bigger kielbasa. The first one was, I think it was 40 pounds, and it would be 60 pounds, then 102 pounds, then 140. And I think the last one was 400 and something pounds. This gargantuan freaking
What a complete waste.
And
stitched
and
together.
To be,
400 pounds of kielbasa?
A legitimate kielbasa, it has to be all one piece.
What's 400 pounds of kielbasa
This is my argument as the manager
updated for inflation?
We're bringing back the King Kielbasa this year. Last year we had a beautiful kielbasa.
King Kielbasa.
Big braided kielbasa. It was cool. This year we're bringing back the King Kielbasa. And I said that I didn't want this stitched up, looking, hacked up piece of meat. And I understand a kielbasa.
Is he talking about John Wayne Bobbitt?
It's 3 products. It's pork, seasoning, and the casing, and something else, right? And then it can't touch itself when it's smoking.
We'll go back to that. Exactly.
Right. It
What
can't
is
touch
kielbasa,
itself when it's smoking.
Okay.
All these other things. And for me, it's about showing a really big kielbasa. I don't think a little kid in the festival cares that the meat's touching itself. I think they want to see a really big kielbasa. So I will bring a really big kielbasa, and if it's disqualified, then it is. I'll deal with it. But we don't have the means.
By the powers that be.
Legitimate kielbasa. Yeah, slam it down on the table.
Right. I mean, I think we're just starting. I'm gonna let Blue Seal do what they do, and they're coming out right now. It's a busy time for kielbasa makers. Everybody, Burnat's, Gowans, Blue Seal, they're cranking it out right now to get ready for Easter.
So these are the companies that
What a
make
photo.
kielbasa in Chicopee.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. First of all,
Is this guy wearing
sure
makeup?
You know
the guy in the green?
About kielbasa, perhaps more than you ever knew, maybe growing up.
Sure.
Even with your name,
right?
But which is so fascinating. But that's that. But what actually is kielbasa? what is it made of? You know, how is it made?
Sure, that's a great question.
What is kielbasa?
Kielbasa is a smoked product. It's a sausage. It's a Polish sausage. And don't quote me on this, people. Pork, seasoning, pork casing. It has to be a pork casing. Like the casing has to be pork, and maybe some other something else. Maybe. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's the fat. It's the fat, the meat, the seasoning, the casing. And they smoke it.
And it's that little something that
I can tell you, it's not cheddar.
Right?
It's not cheddar. It's not these other things. The second, like the diehards, like the true kielbasa makers will tell you, it's just those simple things. And when you smoke it, it can't touch itself. It's not like another sausage where you can just kind of put it around. A kielbasa, true kielbasa, doesn't touch itself. So that's why you get this.
It's kind of funny though. It'd be like if you interviewed a librarian and you were like, "What is a book?"
Round thing. And when they used to make the big kielbasa, they made sure that it didn't touch itself. They made a special smoker. They had a special case to hold it.
And by being able to have it not, it doesn't make contact, so therefore there are parts it's all getting smoked. Is that
right? So it's all smoked, and that's really the big part. And then they make these little kielbasas, the little tiny things, and they double smoke them. And it's fantastic. You just eat them raw. Oh, it's so good. I love kielbasa.
It's fantastic.
I'm getting hungry now. I should have eaten lunch.
I know. Did you bring any?
I didn't. I know better.
That's too bad.
He didn't bring any at all. Look at this. Is such a weird. Is this AI?
Because I could just let you talk for a while and I'd be munching away at it. But
we'll get closer to that.
But now
we'll get closer to that. What?
And what made you or others decide to bring it back?
Okay, so fair question. I think what made it dormant, and I think this is the lesson that I've learned. And
okay, here we go.
For the event is why did it
so we're gonna find out why the Kilbasa Festival went dark for a while.
Fall apart. Well, O'Leary in the club, that was the Fireball Club. They teamed up with the Chamber of Commerce, which is why I'm associating with Porchlight. Right, it all kind of ties in. The Chamber of Commerce ran it with the Fireball Club, became a huge production, became a lot of work. It involved a lot of time for the Chamber, it involved a lot of time for the Fireball Club, and the Big E was picking up a lot of steam. And I think the Kilbasa Festival was becoming more of a parking lot festival before the Big E, and then it just kind of lost its kitschiness because I honestly think the Big E just kind of, and then that energy just kind of fell apart. So the two groups stopped working together for whatever reasons, and it just sat dormant.
So the Fireball Club, we remember them from 1991.
The old airport or airplane drive and airport drive.
They basically backed out, it sounds
they
like.
looked into that, and that didn't happen. And they talked about holding on to the business name so somebody like me couldn't come and take it.
Oh, wow.
It didn't happen. And then, so fast forward 17 years from 1997. And the city was doing a festival. It's like the Taste of Chicopee, and the gentleman who was running that decided he was going to spend more time with his family and take a break. And a friend of mine, Doug Gerard, said, hey, why don't you bring back the Kilbasa Festival, kind of as a joke, And it's funny because he's helping me a ton now. He runs a great business, Dugan's Deli, and he helps me out. He paid for all my catering for last year. I mean, just a ton. But as a whim, he said, why don't you bring back the Kilbasa Festival? And I said, all right. He said, you help me out? He goes, yeah, I'll help you out. And now, he's hundreds of hours and for free helping me and donating his time. And there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of Doug Gerards. There's a lot of people that have just really...
Remember the Fireball Club? They had that weird old guy that gave like a whole speech.
And I said, hey, I'm thinking about doing a Kilbasa Festival. Can you look into it? So she looked into it legally, and I reserved all the rights for the festival. I went to the Chamber of Commerce to get their blessing. I went and saw Mr. Jindrysik, the town historian, who had all the paraphernalia from the festival over all the years. Everybody gave me everything, and I got their support. The mayor at the time was Bissonnette. He embraced me and said, make it happen. When Koss got into office, he put his arm around me, the whole city council. But it hasn't been easy. But they've helped me along the way, and they've done a good job of...
So this guy pretty much is the driving force behind the return of the Kilbasa Festival.
The integrity of the festival alive, and they keep me in check. And they all remember.
You seem like a hard guy to keep in check.
Yeah, I'm pretty difficult,
This is all made up, by the way. I hired these two people.
So it's
they're
at
two actors.
Dot Park, right? right?
I filmed them down at the public library.
It is, of course, it's water. And so, what are the dates for this year?
So last year it was the weekend before Memorial Day, and this year the Great New England Air Show is that weekend. So I would like to support.
Not that I could find.
New England Air Show, which is the weekend before Memorial Day weekend. So our event is.
Who doesn't worship at the taint of Mary Lou
Thursday,
Dragon?
May 21st, and we're going to Monday, May 25th.
Oh,
And
good.
we're
We
gonna
have
make it a
another 20
5-day
minutes of
event,
this. I'll
which
be
is
right
great
back.
Because it gives us Sunday night. Most people have Monday off, so Sunday night becomes an extra night.
Right.
It gives us
Weekend,
a little. It's another weekend night, and for an outdoor event, if it rains for 2 days, we still have 3 days we can run the event. And I don't take all that risk and feel so scary. It's a huge risk. It's massive. It's a big undertaking. So Memorial Day weekend, we hope to. Leave it on that weekend every year. People will know Memorial Day weekend, you go to Chicopee, you go to the Kilbasa Festival, and every year it gets better.
And so what goes into it, aside from a ton of work and hours and all that, we have these vendors that are actually, the manufacturers, the producers of Kilbasa in Chicopee. Now, at the time, originally, there was 5 of them. How many are there
3.
now? There are 3.
Just 3, yeah. And you have Chicopee Provisions, which is Blue Seal, which is by far the largest. And they come in, they supply a lot of our vendors. They supply the Collegian Court, which is a Chicopee Polish restaurant. My event, my tent, some of the guys smoking use Blue Seal. A lot of people use Blue Seal. At the Big E, you get Blue Seal. Millie's Pierogies always has Blue Seal. So there'll be a ton of Blue Seal at the event. They make the big kielbasa. We have Bernat's Deli. Greg is great. Him and his father, very big supporters of the festival and the Polish Cultural Center. And they get really involved with that, and we're really incorporating that a lot more into the event this year. And so Greg comes out, he makes his own. He's the only guy who makes his own kielbasa and comes out and slings it and sells it to you. It'll be Greg handing you the kielbasa, and he ran ragged.
Driving force behind the kielbasa,
on Saturday night, it looked like he got hit by a train.
I don't know if
in a
there's
line
karaoke.
all day. The envy of the entire fair, a line all day, and he looked wiped out. And I looked at him and I said, "Greg, how you doing?" And the smile on his face. And that's why we did the Kilbasa Festival. It's a tremendous opportunity for kielbasa makers. It's a tremendous opportunity for people in the city. It's a tremendous opportunity for Porch Light.
Another look at the one picture they have.
To be able to bring that.
Or they could show that one that looks like AI of the old man.
To do that. And then there's Gowron's, who is over on, I believe that's Fuller Road, next to the White Eagle package store. The guy doesn't even have a sign on his building. It's like a piece of packaging paper that says Gowron's, and he tapes it to the window. And he sells out of his products every week.
That's fantastic.
It's a great Chicopee story. And the guy doesn't want to get bigger. And we have our smoker, Pig Park Barbecue.
Kielbasa Boyd.
And he smokes Gowron's kielbasa exclusively. So you can try Gowron's, you can try Bernat's, and you have a bunch of different places you can get Blue Seal.
And so,
more.
And as you mentioned, Porch Light, a portion of ticket sales goes to Porch Light, which will be used for the Low Income Fund, which is very important to be able to provide Porch Light services to those who may not have the resources to be able to pay for it. So that's a really great thing in another community, opportunity. So, going back in the history, and of course you have wonderful photos on the website, and we'll see some, during the show.
Okay, I do want to say this, that's like a positive thing, is that there is actually a page. This is not from the Kilbasa Festival's official page, but they do have a YouTube channel, and they do include George Dorunda covering the Kilbasa Festival in 1991. They have it on one of their playlists, which I thought was kind of nice.
Celebrities, come to the
juvenile
the previous,
humor,
the incarnation of JFK Jr.
Sure.
The late JFK Jr. was there. I know Richard Simmons.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Which is ironic, because you don't usually think health nut about kielbasa, but he was there.
Right. Ivan Putski, the Polish power.
Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? Ivan Putski?
The Polish Hammer, right, was Ivan Putski. He came out there.
Oh my gosh.
A ton of congressmen and senators. And,
Listen, we had Ivan
governors that
Putski,
made their way
incredible
out
guy, a
there.
bunch of
The great thing about
politicians.
The Chicopee Kilbasa Festivals, people kind of on the rise, kind of came through there. You know, Richard Simmons actually was pretty big at the time, but he was on the rise. A lot of sports.
JFK Jr.,
and support the event.
Richard Simmons, and Ivan
It was just one of
Putski.
the cool things that happened. I think the location helped too. It's
Remember
right
when Ventura would call him Ivan
get there,
Patutsky?
get off. Logistically, it really worked out well, and it was tied to the chamber. It was tied to the parade. These are big events, and there's a lot of pull. And 80,000 people. That's some political.
All of this stupid content that I watch all ties together in a million different ways for some reason.
What is your expectation, you know, for?
I'll give you the whole. I'll give you the whole.
And it's interesting because you know when you do these community events, again, you know, you start somewhere, and then when it's really good, you know, okay, these people are coming back, and then they're going to tell their friends, and they're going to tell their friends. So it does take a couple of years for something to really grow.
My promoter friends say you got 5 years to start making money on a festival. If after 5 years you haven't made money on a festival, then you need to think about not doing it. And I never told my wife that. So I never told her what it cost to put it on until after we did the event.
She'll never see this.
She'll never
True.
see this. No, she won't.
I
She's
can't
busy.
believe he's
We have too many
gone.
kids. But in the future, when she sees this, she'll laugh about it. But last year, I never told her what it cost until after. And it's a tremendous amount of resources to put it together and to make it happen. And I do appreciate her support for that. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of people to put it on.
And you're a musician.
I'm a musician.
So that's the other side of what you do. You come from a family of musicians, but you do the drumming.
I'm a drummer, yeah, drumming and
I don't have a link. I don't drop links.
I'd like to do more,
Spicoli.
but I wasn't blessed with a good voice. I was just blessed with a voice.
Yeah, but you come in with those harmonies that make it, you know, make it pop. You know, make, you know,
pop, explosive words, crash, boom, bam, bam. Yeah, right.
And what bands are you?
I'm in a band called Orange Crush.
Orange Crush.
And we were, I think.
You guys
we were
want to
the
use the
first
time
80s
at the
band.
end of
I'll
the stream to
argue that.
watch,
I think there's a band called
can
Velveeta
see
out
how
of
many
Washington,
consecutive
D.C. that I heard
Springfield
about, but I can't
Cordsmen
really talk about it.
numbers
The
we
band
can
has
get
been around
through.
for almost 20 years. And in fact, we have a band in New York that took
Yeah,
the
sorry,
name,
man. I don't
they say
ever
they're
have
to
panels.
the New York area. We've had to deal with it. It's kind of funny, but the band's played over 250 different colleges over the years. We've played 23 different states. As O Crush, we recorded original 80s music. And we've got
Spicoli, you ever
licensed
go to
deals.
the
Just
Chicopee
recently, we were on
Kilbasa Festival?
TV show, and we've been on Community, NBC, ABC, Fox, Hallmark, Logo, Cartoon Network, a lot of different, shows that the music got onto. And we're actually working right now. We're developing our own TV show, believe it or not, and working on more licensing. I can't even believe the opportunity that the
I feel
Kilbasa
like-
gave me.
What's the TV show?
Well, it's
I feel like
it's
if
the
we did
future
the
of the
Springfield
Kilbasa Festival.
Cordsmen
I mean, this is
marathon,
really fresh. I mean, this is
I feel like it would be really cathartic, but it would also feel like we were in,
music forever. You know, I have
what
all
do they
the
call
kids
it
and
in
listen to
Fish
Wiggles
Tank?
and
The Cell.
Imagination Movers and all these Disney shows, and it's fine, but it drives you nuts. And I just want to hear
Work
something
is,
that
of
I
course,
would
it's
actually listen to.
Chicopee.
Right. Something that that I would actually listen to. And so as a musician, we started writing it, and it got sidetracked, and it turned into something else. Now the thought is
You know what we should watch too? We should watch some of the Hot and Heavy band, at least like a song or two. But I really want to do the Springfield Cordsmen War of Attrition too.
And the goal is to move it and get it going across, and as let it get bigger, and as the family gets older, let it develop a little bit more. So kind of a Monty Python meets Spinal Tap meets the Wiggles.
That's a no-brainer. How come no one has ever done that before?
Yeah, so
This host is, I mean,
it's
something
really
else.
exciting, and the Kilbasa Festival is going to make some different noises, and we're working on bringing in some.
The
national
difference
acts
between George and the people we've seen so far, and like no shade on them, but like they're acting like newscasters. They're trying. This guy is not acting normally. He's putting on like a host personality. Look at his unnatural movements. George was just himself, like for better or worse. Like he was just. It was what you got was like it was much more authentic than this, in my opinion.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, if
The Springfield. You don't like
got
this?
Ice Cube-
I actually
Ice
like
Cube
this interview.
30 years before he was
I
Ice
like
Cube.
hearing the
And I got
Kilbasa
you, like,
history.
you know, like
I'm
20
much more
pack or
into the
something, right?
Chicopee stuff too than I think
Now
you guys
wanna get
are.
Ice Cube, you know,
I think you
you're
guys are
talking
like very
$1 million.
specifically
And the cost
Dorunda
for entertainment is ridiculous.
interested,
You know,
or
like a
Wasung.
decent name, I mean a solid name, is going to set you back $500,000 plus. You know, and how at a local level, how do you compete with that? How do you do that? Because I'm competing with the Big E, unfortunately, the fourth largest festival in the country.
Ooh, I'm competing with the Big E.
That's my competition because it's 2 towns over, and people say, "Well, why would I do that?" You know, the Big E's right there, and so that's what you're up against in the area, and everybody deals with it. Whether you're the taste.
Most people fill that hole in their life with
anything. You got
religion.
the
I fill it
Big
with
E right in your
Chicopee
backyard,
lore.
Just saying, we do it the best. We do it the best. We're the Big E. Watch how we destroy. We just every year we do it better and better, and they're a great organization.
Yeah,
they're great. You can go there. You can talk to everybody. They'll talk to you about everything. They're very open.
I have to go to the
and
Big
they've been
E, guys. I have to get
You
there.
know, in what capacity? And I've had a tremendous.
Who
help
all could
from,
I meet up with that's in that area? Ruby, the Thorpes. Who else is in the New England area? OPC
all the
Don.
different banks and all the different organizations, and it's humbling, you know. You cry. It's a great job because you get to cry for the right reasons. You know, a kielbasa didn't fall on you and hurt you, and you're like, you're crying because of great people. You know, they trust you with their funds.
The Big
and
E, probably the
expectations
Janix.
that they think you're going to fulfill.
And so again, we have a few minutes left here, Tom. You know, it's Memorial Day weekend, but it's 5 days. Again, a big undertaking as far as the amount of time putting into this festival, and actually how long the festival is, which makes the logistics, of course, that much greater and so on. But so you got a website as well, and
That's right.
And so how can people sort of learn more and they can get tickets probably right now, I'm sure.
No,
not quite yet.
Right, just to have that awkward moment.
Well.
9 subscribers,
Come on,
203 views.
April 1st, I mean, this is a really great program. April 1st.
Jim Ellsworth.
We're starting with our PTOs, and we're doing a PTO drive, and Porch Light is participating in this. In Chicopee, you can drive to the Porch Light location, and you'll be able to buy these discounted tickets. You'll be able to buy the discounted ride bracelets I'm going to talk about, and the discounted VIP. They all give money back to the nonprofit that is doing it, whether it's the PTO or the Chicopee High Band or the Chicopee Comp Band or Chicopee Comp Hockey's involved. Aaron Pajak's been helping me a ton. Or Porch Light, or there's still a little bit of time if somebody else wants to get involved. So we have a day pass at the gate. It's $10 to get in.
Bayside has a new
Advance, you'll be
nurse.
able to buy
Oh
it
my
from Porch
God.
Light for $6. And
Timeout.
Porch Light's keeping 50% of that to go into your things, right? So $3 to get into it.
This has been very therapeutic for me, guys. I appreciate it.
$3
Appreciate you
Fantastic. And those bands
going through it with me.
Oh, well, the Saturday is 80s Day, so we have a polka band, of course, because it's the Kilbasa Festival, and then we have a Tom Petty tribute, Stevie Nicks tribute.
Tom
Orange
Petty.
Crush will be there. We have a Heart tribute. We have another 80s band. We have a Pink Floyd tribute. I mean, it's massive. And our light show is second to
It's a
none.
bunch of cover bands, asshole.
Cover, bands.
It's not the Jimmy Sturr band.
And people, of course, love that
It's not
music.
that great band Reflection. Look at him bringing in all these terrible bands, not original bands that can stand on their own material like Reflection.
Yeah, and I would argue that tribute bands a lot of times give you a better sounding rendition.
Oh, me and this guy are gonna have some real problems. Me and Thomas Kilbanya.
But the tribute guy will try to make it
Oh,
sound
thanks,
like
guys.
Tom Petty's heyday.
70s
Right,
and 80s
so you
and
get it.
early
Thanks,
90s.
Daninsky.
You don't go for strung out Tom Petty. You go for mid-year strung out Tom.
Daninsky, someone commented on my interview with Ben Thorpe that the only reason I was talking to Ben was because I was trying to slide into Grace's panties.
I got to do some recordings in one of his studios in St. Augustine, Florida, and it was really great. I got to record on his drummer's drum set and hear some recordings that never got made out, and a good crew behind Tom Petty. Just a little side note. $6 tickets in advance, right? April 15th to May 25th at Big Y, you'll be able to get them there too. We give $1 of every ticket for the Big Y sales to the Red Cross. Through the PTOs and through Porch Light, you can buy a $15 ride bracelet, okay? This ride bracelet's good for 2 days. It's good for Thursday and for Monday. You got to buy it in advance. So
Thursday and Monday.
But $5 of that $15 ticket's going back to
Hey, listen, come in on the times when nobody wants to be here.
Porch Light or to your PTO. Meaning, if someone buys a ride bracelet from you,
I mean, it's a good business
their kid
tactic.
gets
I just,
to
as
go
a
on all the
consumer,
rides
it's
all day Thursday and all day Monday for $5 a day. Plus, it's free to get in. On Thursday and Monday, if you come in with a student ID, it's free to get in. Normally, the event 12 and under is free, 13 to 16.
I just heart reacted at Daninsky.
Right? So it's free.
I don't
And
feel
now
the
you
need
go on rides
to
for
defend
$5
my
a day.
actions.
So I'm trying to give as much as
Or
I can
justify
back
them.
to people. You know, so if you have 4 kids, you know, you're dropping $60 on ride bracelets, but you're going for 2 days. You're giving $20 back to your PTO, which is huge, and your kids get to ride on rides for. Thursday we're open 4 to 10. That's 6 hours, and Monday we're open 10 to 10. That's 12 hours. It's 18 hours for $10.
It's a lot of hours of rides.
It's a lot of hours.
There was another comment recently, and I didn't really understand it, but it was like somebody said that it was on my post, I think, about like my favorite Boyd arcs of the summer, and it was like somebody posted like that none of these people were Boyd, and that like basically Boyd was trademarked. And I didn't know if they were being serious or what.
It's a lot of stuff to get.
I'm like, the Boyd is
We have
not a
VIP pass that we're selling.
thing
It's
to like get
$20. We get $5
mad about.
back, and that gets you into all the VIP events. You know, where you get to sample all our free Kilbasas, all the swag bags, all the stuff, all the free comp stuff,
Thomas
all the meet and greets
Kilbanya.
and all that cool stuff, and it gets you into the event every single day. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you're going to make it for 3 days. Pick up the VIP pass, you know, because you get a lot more than just the entry fee.
Awesome.
Trying to keep it, you know, and then this year. We have the Chicopee Braves are running my ticketing. This is the football organization and cheerleading. They're running
Organization.
my entire ticketing. All of it, you know. And
Listen, this guy's the same guy that just tried to convince us 10 minutes ago that cover bands are better than the original.
Starting to run the festival again like it did when it was the most successful. You know,
I'm really going to miss this interview when it's over. I did subscribe to Jim Ellsworth, so we can revisit him at some point.
and if we can get it profitable within the first
Maybe
5
him and
then we
Duback.
can start doing more.
Look at this guy, he's great.
Then we can get it more, give more back to the city.
What's
you know,
in his
and
cup?
In turn, do the same thing. And if we keep it fiscally responsible, and we stay on point, we listen to the community, we bring more stuff in. There'll be more kielbasa this year, more Polish culture. We're doing
More Polish, more Kilbasa, more Carolyn Lee, more George Dorunda.
But make it quick.
Okay,
because
there
we
was
have
this
less than a
Polish
minute.
bear in World War II. He could huck these huge, like not missiles, but shells, like 200-pound shells to this gun and help defeat the Nazis. And I'm telling the story of that. I'm telling Polish cultural stories for people to share and see at the Kilbasa Festival this May 21st through 25th at Zumba.
Huh?
You can see us at
So there was a bear that was helping the Polish military?
K-fest.com. You can see me at 413-205-7583. That's my cell phone number. I go to bed at 8. Thank you for
Tom
having me, John.
Kilbania,
So
great
much.
pleasure having you on the
Absolutely.
program. A lot of energy. Love the music stories.
Well, a lot of energy.
Can't wait to, hear more about those Polish stories.
Imagine if he met Ruby.
Origin myself. It's awesome. Great culture in Chicopee. We love the Pioneer Valley, and Chicopee is special. There's no doubt about it. So looking forward
What is
to
going on? I don't have any idea.
Likewise, I'd like to thank Porch Light for the opportunity and for the studio and for everybody else and God himself for giving this to me.
Thank God for this interview. I agree.
Thank you, Tom. This has been Porch Light, a presentation of Porch Light VNA.
What a great story. Okay, hang on a second. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is from Facebook confirming that Dorunda has passed away. And there was kind of this interesting comment here. I've been talking to him the last few years. Ask him about if he was attending the reunion, and I can't print all that conversation of why not. Talked to him after the reunion also and gave him the rundown of the event. He seemed fine when we last talked. He lived quite a life. Rest in peace, man. I'm going to call his phone for the hell of it. Stay healthy. And this person says that George always brightened the day. he played his accordion at this one lady's wedding. So there's like the confirmation that George is gone, and then just like a little bit of a look into what people were saying about him. And then I found this picture, and I'm just showing it because I think it's probably one of the last pictures that he took, if not the last picture, because there are some ones that he posted after this one, but they seem like they're from a photo set that was taken before. So I think this might be the last picture that he took of himself. So this is George back toward the end of May. Like I said, he made a couple more. He took a couple more pictures, but it seemed like they were all part of the same photo set or whatever. But this is what George looked like. Probably what was like a couple months before he passed away. I mean, definitely looks a lot different. He still got that one, his hair's still waving up on that one side though. But yeah, this is from his website, georgedorunda.blogspot.com. But poor George, man. Wow. Now, George had this in his play queue, but I think we need the Cordsmen to close us out. Here we go. Let's see how far we can make it. Poor George, man. I can't believe it.
I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Performance Showcase. And yes, tonight on the very big program, it is a very big program. We've had to expand the studio walls. The group
look how
is so
different
big.
he looks.
Yes, I
Oh
believe
my
they're
God.
25 members strong. It's the Springfield Cordsmen.
Let's sing a song, let's bring a song, let harmony be true. Come join the crowd, sing long and loud like the Corpuscles do. Let's bust the chorus.
I can't, Spicoli.
With some good close harmony.
I don't have a link.
Come on and join the fun. We'll bust a minor one as we warble merrily. Then sing it through again, and then we'll all chime in. It'll make your heart feel light. You'll be hoarse tomorrow, but forget your sorrow while we bust.
Imagine if this is the first live stream of mine you've ever been to.
You're a low-down bass drum on up on your place. Boom, 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 boom. If you're a baritone, noting around alone, and a lead is what we need right over here. Let's bust a chord or two, and then you'll know it's true.
Lloyd Kaufman from Trauma Films. Every one of these guys probably is like a great story.
While we bust a chord tonight. There's something about the old songs we really can't explain. There's something about those melodies that keep pounding on my brain.
We've made it through one song, guys.
Why can't we keep those memories of all those days gone by?
Are they singing about Kilbasa? I don't think so.
But this we can't deny.
I know.
They used to sing a song about the babbling brook.
This one's at least kind of upbeat a little bit, but even then they're pretty sad.
Heard those pretty words for so darn long. We kind of miss those good old songs. They used to sing a song.
Now that's the guy that runs it there.
The man up in the moon and summer nights in June, but we haven't heard those pretty words for so
This guy's one of my favorites here, the Vincent Price guy.
whatever happened to a tiny little bluebird? keep bobbing along. And what happened to the castles in Spain that we saw through the window pane? They used to sing about the wedding bells that chime. They sang about the
They're all just like, they're just, every one of them is like so unique. Like when you look at, it seems like when you look at crowds now, like it's hard to spot interesting looking people, but like back in the day, like everybody just had like such a unique look. Yeah, he's the big cheese. George does an in-depth interview with the guy too at one point on prime time.
But we haven't heard those pretty words for so darn long. We kind of miss those good old. We can't get enough of those good old. We're tickled to sing those good old.
Of this racket, do you think he's fleecing them out of their pensions or what? I feel like I'm floating away from the earth after it's exploded and like it's over, but I just have to wait it out a little bit longer, and this is what I would hear in my mind. I will, I'm sure.
Hey there, taxi, do your stuff. I can't get there fast enough. Take me to that train from way out west.
Look at that guy in the background just kind of lurking around. I swear I spot a new guy all the time.
There ain't no time to lose. Got a date 158 with the one that I love best. My cuties do at 222. She's coming through on a big choo-choo. You know she's been
Purgatory.
for months, but I haven't cheated once. Stayed all night, didn't dance.
It really speaks to my mental health that these used to be depressing, now they're mildly comforting. I don't remember ever seeing this guy.
My nights were black, but I just knew that she'd come back. For I love her and she loves me, and say,
Oh my gosh. I know, I feel like you could never do, I think this would be impossible pretty much to do these days. Just getting a bunch of older guys together to hang out and sing. Well, I guess it depends, but...
You know she couldn't dance if she wanted to. A girl you wouldn't think much of, but oh my gosh, how she can love. My days were blue, my nights were black, but I just knew that she'd come back. For I love her and she
It is very like vault coded. That guy's standing so far over to the side. Yeah, this guy especially, the guy that runs it's really leaning forward.
she's on her way. My cuties coming through at 222 today. In the evening when I still
Oh no.
dreaming of days gone by, love to me so dear. There's a picture.
I'm picturing I'm like dying in a war and there's like all these explosions going off and like ear piercing and blinding flashes and like it does that thing like in the movies where all the sound cuts out at once and then slowly this would start to come over like in those last moments of chaos.
And if your love for me is still the same, for the sighing winds and nightingales are singing, they're breathing on.
I don't know, Daninsky. It's the 90s. I'm kind of afraid to even try to find out. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, these guys are in their early 50s. The Six Flags guy is definitely a character in this, yes. This is a sinking Titanic song. All of their shit is. It's like it's over. You just don't know it yet. Or there's nothing you can't stop it. But like, you know, there's just it's inevitable. This is inevitable doom. This is the soundtrack of inevitable doom. Bon Scott. See, this guy, I bet, in the back is pretty young, Fred Flintstone. I mean, comparatively. Imagine if I mean, don't you think it does have like a, I don't want to say ethereal because that's kind of positive, but like haunting, like just a haunting, oppressive. It's just like putting on a giant like weighted blanket that's gonna, you know, is just gonna smother you to death. Oh my gosh. Hell's Waiting Room. Oh my god. I was just so unbelievably depressed by them the first time around that I couldn't really appreciate them, but now that I'm kind of more emotionally detached from the immediacy of prime time, I can kind of get a little bit different view on them. I don't think that's true, Doninsky. These songs don't make me feel like I'm riding a dewback on Tatooine while getting what is he getting slurped up by a cantina dancer. Oh my god, we're only a third of the way through this. Hey, there's Rocky's brother-in-law. Hey, Paulie. Patriot Carnivore. Did any of you guys watch any of the clip that I put up where it was like Vegan Patriot puts on a show? I had the most surreal moment when I tuned into that stream. Like, as soon as I got there, anytime I enter a chat, I always put USA flag, VP USA flag. And like, I sent it, and then I was like just waking up, and she was like taking her clothes off, and it was like this really weird like moment where I wasn't sure if I was like hallucinating, and she was like, "Oh, hey Mark, you got here just in time," and then she's like down to her panties. I thought that maybe I had like a psychotic break, or kind of like how Ben used to say that he used to talk to the screen when he would watch the naughty videos.
Someone out there needs help, and you've decided to save them. Every year, thousands of people die waiting for organ and tissue transplants. To be a donor, even if you've signed something, you must tell your family now, so they can carry out your decision later.
I don't have any updates. No, last time I saw her, she was just doing a balcony chat, but I didn't have time to watch.
Share your life. Share your decision.
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And tonight, what the hell are you doing here? Okay, give it.
It was just so weird that it was like I was like half asleep, and I wasn't sure like if I was hallucinating.
I tried to kill someone through the whole play.
This is the first time I've had a mechanical man.
On your show.
On my show.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, what a nightmare those are too. I hate that.
Bye, George. See you. Thanks again.
Press 2 to hear more options.
down by the old.
Oh, here we go. Ananje, where you at, homie?
Where I first met you.
Oh, for real, Nick? Wow, I didn't know that. I'm usually like a stream or two behind, because some of them run for like a long time. Some guy got mad at me in Helldivers last night because I wouldn't turn my mic on, and finally I just turned it on. I was like, I'm listening to Vegan Patriot. Like, I want to listen to that. And they got real mad, booted me from the group.
That you love me true. You were 16.
There could have been a riot. Oh, wow. I swear, every time I play the Springfield Cordsmen, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, Bob Brown. Let's see who we got here. Oh, Kalani. Ooh, we got Brian Turner's VHS Rehab, Pont Flair, Backwoods. I don't know who the Global Report is. BB, nice. Ooh, Paro. And Kelvin, nice. Lauren. I don't know Lauren. Ethan, of course. Wow, what a card pull, including Brian Turner's VHS Rehab. Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate that greatly. I'll spend it on high sugar content sodas to try. You never saw the handicapped fella? How could you have not known? Huh? You're disability blind.
The last time I saw Henry, good old Henry, my best friend, I was walking with my true love, strolling down the street. I bet you never guess who we happened to meet. I said, darling, this is Henry. You could almost hear her.
I swear to God, there's new people constantly, like this Asian Harvey Whippleman.
Henry was the last time I saw her. Was it his tailor-made suit, his foreign-made car, his hand-painted tie, or a dollar cigar? Was it his eyes or his mustache?
True. He just saw a bunch of guys having the time of their life.
Henry smiling, all the rest is just a blur.
See, like, I would like to know from George, this is something only he would probably know, like, we do know that George had access to other bands and other clips of even other polka bands. Like, I'd be interested to know why some of these, like, why he picked some of these bands over those bands. The young guy runs it.
Last time I saw her, that fancy tailor-made suit, his foreign-made car, were borrowed from me. So was the cigar they drove away. My friend and
Man, these guys are having an absolute blast.
to put the gas in the tank. I remember Henry waiting. All the rest is just a blur.
He doesn't want all the rats, he just wants to wet his beak.
Henry was the last time I saw her, and my pal.
Oh man, I thought we were almost done and only 5 minutes have passed. Man, look at that high note, dude. Wow. Unbelievable. South to west in tears. Yeah, George did an interview with him about it. I think that was their debut, and it really just like, it was like so depressing to watch that first one. Yeah, he built a fence around the pussy. Did you guys know, I know you're going to say this is like a boomer thing or whatever, but did you guys know that you can just like pay, that there are like actors on Fiverr who will like literally say anything you want to and like and make it look like it's just like a regular social media post? I was watching some videos about like AI scams, and I didn't know that there were like, you could literally hire actors for like a reasonable price to just read whatever script. This is just emotional masochism. I'm listening to the Springfield Cordsmen just so that I can feel something, you know? Fedor Emelianenko. Marty, we got to get back to the future. He doesn't have the hair, but I think he kind of favors it. Oh man, that guy's a staple there.
She's your tootsie woodsy in the good old summertime. I want a girl just
if we played him to Luke, he might. Yeah, he might. I can't wait to get back into the Luke thing.
She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. A good old-fashioned girl with heart so true. Nobody else but you.
Unless Luke himself or his ex are spending a lot of time watching them, like the replays on the Lukes do really, really well. Like for me, on my expectations.
Who's the girl with roguish eyes, telling lies,
Taco Bell update. I know, it's been like 3 weeks, I think, since I've done a Luke show. Yeah, because one day I was too depressed. I couldn't make it through a Luke stream. And then we had the holiday.
Betty Cohen's a smile from Pennsylvania. Her heart is highest Texas treasure, so it's said. Betty Coed is loved by every college boy, but I'm the one who's loved by Betty Coed. She made a pact with Carnegie Tech and all of its engineers. She did the same at old Notre Dame. Her line was good for years. Roguish
What were all these guys' lives like, I wonder?
telling lies,
Like, what did they do, like, for a living?
breathing sighs. Betty Coed is meant to
Did they ever just, like, drive to McDonald's just to get a drink?
Betty Coed and all the schools would know just what to do. Betty Coed's the golden head for Princeton. Her dress, I guess, is white for Georgia too. Betty Coed's a smile for Pennsylvania. Her heart is Texas treasure, so it's said. Betty Coed is loved by
That one guy, he refuses to be close to the main guy. He's always way off to the side.
Betty Coed. I know I was loved by Betty Coed.
Oh man, this is like, it has like the same emotional spectrum as like when I watched that video of the Heaven's Gate people singing.
Rank first or second or even third.
Switzerland,
It seems while the rest of the world raised their educational standards,
Slovenia,
we didn't.
Spain.
Well, luckily in the decades since then, America has really doubled down on its investment
There's no
into
place for our
education.
kids to be. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE and we'll give you lots of ways to help our
We've
kids
got
move forward
Doug
together.
Locke singing Zippity Doo Dah. That's the video he was talking about to the Star Wars people, remember? He had a video that he had watched, or he was talking about the video that he made. It was Zippity Doo Dah.
I could kill it. You might have a few gas pockets after you eat your pizza, who knows?
Prime time! You're the greatest! I love these guys!
I love the taste of Chicopee. I live for the taste of Chicopee.
We want color. Are you serious?
Well,
Oh, remember the autistic zookeeper? What a character.
Connections.
I say nothing. I said
If we don't have what you want, we'll order
He
it.
feels secure and happy in his jar.
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Man, this is absolutely brutal. I've been getting high for 3 consecutive hours, and now I'm observing 30 minutes of the Springfield Cordsmen. Oh my God. You think this is better than this? It's more comforting, I guess, but I do feel like I know Doug better now. Like I have a more well-rounded take on him. Unfortunately, in this kind of stuff, when you're documenting people, like you do have to spend an inordinate amount of time just watching crap, or like it's boring. You know, it's like all the downtime and stuff like that. So you really got to mine for the gold. But at least we got to hear him call Primetime a nickel-dime New England TV show. You're so glad you had free time. Oh my God. I thought this would easily be like the least attended stream, but I think it's done pretty well. Or pretty normal anyway. better than prime time used to do. Oh man, this is really. I feel like I'm at a Cauliflower Alley Club chorus or something. Wow, did you hear that? Man, this guy, I mean, there's enthusiasm, and then there's like enthusiasm. Yeah, the reflection stream did really well, yeah. Well, I mean, of course it did. I had there's a little bit more meat on that bone than there is here.
Doing a bunny hug and cutting the rug back in those days gone by. Guys would always park with the girlies in the dark, and the gals would never cry.
Oh my gosh.
They'd cuddle up close and make the most.
I think that's all of the Springfield Cordsmen too. Like, I don't think there's a part 2 to it. I don't remember there being any other song or any other performance showcases about them.
Button-down spats and little derby hats they tipped as the girls walk by. Genius sees the corkers coming around the corner.
There never will be, for sure.
Back in those days gone
1994, and we were still seeing him in 1996, I think. So he really made those. He really made those segments last. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you for hanging out. I know it was a weird stream, but I have to try to get whatever information I can get. So I'll be back tomorrow for Memphis Wrestling. Yes. What's going on in Memphis Wrestling right now anyway? Rock and Roll Express against the Rockers. Bill Dundee is... I don't know who... No, who's Jerry Lawler? I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, well, anyway, the Springfield Swordsman, that's the adult entertainment version. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bob, for the memberships. I'll see you guys tomorrow.